Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another stream. Things are looking good. Today's been a good day. Today's been a productive day and a fun day, an enjoyable day. I went grocery shopping. I woke up early. I didn't sleep in, thankfully. So I'm not extra tired today. I actually feel quite good. I feel quite energized. I'm sipping on a pumpkin spice coffee of sorts, which is good. And I am just enjoying myself. I hope everyone is doing well today. Holy cow, Twitch homepage is so loud. I need to change the stream title on Twitch real quick because we are not taking over ladder today. This is just cast coaching. This is GM Weezo, welcome. Isla, welcome. Good to see you guys. GM cast coaching. Exclamation mark Discord. Free VOD reviews. I hope everyone is doing well. We have a bunch of codes from several community members, okay? If you are here right now and you have a code, please tell me who you are so I can make sure I get you your code, okay? Montana does not have codes today, so we're not going to be skipping the line with Montana like we normally do. So we are going to just go by whoever is here. I have codes from, let's see, I have Gambit, aka Jared. I have Gargamel. I have 3 from Gargamel, 2 from Kwame, and then 1 from Monsieur. So, and that's all I have. I don't think we're going to be able to do all 7. So Gargamel, if Gargamel is here, I will have to pick just 1 or 2 of his codes. Likely. Gargamel, okay, Gargamel, which one do you want me to do first? Cancel the Rialto? Okay, sounds good. So we're going to do Paraiso because I've never actually reviewed Paraiso. And then we'll get the show on the road. But I hope everyone is looking good here. Yeah, I haven't reviewed Paraiso yet, so we're gonna start with the Paraiso. And then we'll do Midtown again. Midtown is definitely a popular map recently for all of my cast players. Okay, let me turn this down. Let me fix that, and then let me turn... Oh, do not leave the game. That would be a nightmare. Turn this down, and then we'll get the show on the road. Cursed map, that is the truth. Actually, also, I need to plug this in the Discord that I am live. Coaching today. Okay. We are in the Discord. Maybe I should punch the pizza again to break the curse. Maybe you should, man. Okay. Let's get the show on the road, though. So, Paraiso, actually, interestingly enough, I have not reviewed this map yet, but Paraiso in general is a tough map for cast. Oh, I also need to open up Epic Pen. Let me also get this to stop counting down. And then let me make sure Epic Pen actually works. Okay, it is bugged. I don't know why it does this every single time. I have to switch the display capture, and then it fixes itself. Okay, cool. Okay, but Paraiso is a tough defense for Cassidy. How you play it is essentially as a defender, you're going to play on this high ground for this first fight and poke the walk up. Very, very important to poke the walk up here. Generally, there's a lot of the time where you can actually just kill people in this box here from the high ground, because it's actually quite difficult for the attackers to take the high ground, especially if they don't have any verticality heroes. And then what you do is after the attackers, okay. So after they take the high ground, so after the attackers, so what they'll do is they'll either jump up here with a monkey or a diva and then take it, or they're going to do like some really long wrap to take it or something like something will happen. And your rotation as Cassidy is going to be this, okay? Your rotation is, and Cassidy will be, I guess we'll just start over. So you're going to be blue. So you're going to stand here and you're going to poke originally. But whenever you have to rotate out, you're going to either come through the hallway and this way. Yeah. You're going to come through the hallway, over the bridge, and then out the window. And then you're going to come back to this backside of point. And the whole idea is that from this backside of point, you can't really see it from the way I'm in the camera. But the idea is that from this back side of the point here, you're going to play in this area, and more particularly this corner here, and just shoot them as they come to point. Okay. My plan is that purple box and hug the green house. This, never play here. If this is this what you're talking about? Or are you talking about this zone A here? Gargamel? Okay, never play here. Okay, the reason you don't want to play here is because it's good for the walk up, right? So if the enemy team is walking up like this to take space, you actually do have a little bit of an advantage because you have this slight corner you can play and poke them. But the problem is, if they start taking space, you're going to be stuck. You're going to be stuck and you have to commit, right? Because you can't, from this location, you can't make, like this rotation is not feasible because there's no cover in any of these locations, right? The only cover, the thing that sucks about Paraiso is all of this high ground here, like this whole zone, has basically no cover at all, right? It's really awkward to be on this high ground. That's why whenever you see Paraiso played in pro play, it's like, this is like the one map people will play Ashe. Like they'll have an Ashe here because it's actually quite good for Ashe because she can just stand up here and coach gun backwards out this window and be fine, right? But if you're Cassidy in any, this is like death zone in any of these locations. Like if you're here, you're just going to get dove. You're going to get dove. You're going to get poked out. You're going to get outranged. Everything is set up for failure. Where you want to be is on this corner. I promise you it's better. And how you play it is you play it defensively. So you're not going to poke them in this situation. Like you're never going to really win these gunfights if the enemy is in these locations. But what gunfights you are going to win is when they come point. So you're just going to shoot the tank that's on point. You're going to shoot supports that come point. You know, anybody that comes point, it's all, you're just shooting them. Greenhouse and go for backline like Dorado. So you can wrap. So what you, oh, like here? No, you don't want to play here at all. You don't want to play here at all. Because the chance of you dying is way too high. It's way, way, way too, you're going to get punished and die here all the time. Because if the attacking team, the higher elo you go, the more likely the attacking team will play a proper comp for the map. Right? In this situation, the enemy team is playing Ashe, Hanzo. Let me not use black here. Let me use yellow. They're playing Ashe, Hanzo, and these two heroes outrange you. Okay, so what's going to happen is that they are going to come bridge and then just dynamite you or scatter arrow you or anything, and then you're just kind of screwed. There's no cover to work with. That's the problem, right? There's no backup plan. You have to commit to the angle. Sure, you can commit to the angle and shoot people when they walk up, right? Like you can do that, but you're going to die. You're trading out, and this isn't a winning play. This is not a winning play. Like if your playbook is to stand in green here, I'd honestly rather you just like rat in the hallway and try to shoot someone in the back, because at least in that situation you can flip the map and go in their spawn, and it's harder for them to deal with you. I'd like rather you do that, to be honest. I think this play is just bad. Every time I see Cassis here or anything, I just kill them and we win. It's free. Like good, if you watch high elo lobbies, how they play Paraiso is they play this corner here. Well, they play, the defenders play like this room here. They play, there's another room down here. They also play this top room. But Cassidy's in particular, and things like Brig and people like that, they'll play in like this box here. It's really, really good. And then you just poke them and shoot them whenever they're on point. That is your playbook. But yeah. Yeah, and the big issue is just there's not a lot of cover on this map, and the ranges are really long, so you're gonna get outranged a lot. That's Cass. Oh, sorry, I banged into my microphone there. But yeah, that should be your game plan. Okay, so I like poking, and you should actually like not hard commit, but don't be afraid to poke here because it's all in your effective range. So we're going to probably see the issue with playing green in the future here. So the Rein, that's just a terrible Rein pin. He should never really do that. Gets left out of it. Okay, we spam Rein shield. Let me turn the audio down a little bit more. It's still a little loud. There we go. So okay, like look at this. So because you're on this really aggressive angle, you have to roll forward for uptime. Like So you roll backwards to get space here, and then you realize you don't really have cover, right? It's awkward into this Ashe, so you can't really go up the stairs, else you risk getting, you know, opening up the angle against Ashe, which is just not good for you. You're not going to do any damage to these guys, right? So you can't go wide, so you're stuck here. You're stuck on this side of the map, right? And the other thing that sucks about this is that if you are on green, you're stuck here. All your rotations suck. You can't rotate out this way. Your best rotation is to come down the stairs and into this room, and that's gonna be, and not, good luck finding the timing for that in the middle of a fight. Okay, that's impossible. But if you play in the box that I was talking about earlier, you have more flexibility in how you can actually play the map, right? So like, if you played in here, you can. It's actually quite easy to find the rotation up these stairs, and it's also quite easy to find the rotation for a deep flank. You have both. But I couldn't go there. Yeah, you just missed your window. Yeah, you could have gone there. Here's how you would have done it. Look, here's how you should have done this rotation. Rein takes space. Okay, good. Actually, good job from the Rein. Poke him out here. You roll off the high ground and walk this. I mean, you don't have to do it right now, but you can roll off the high ground and walk this way. You could have done it now if you really wanted to. Like, it just depends. Like here, I probably would have done it. Here, instead of rolling this way, I actually would have rolled off the high ground, taken some risk against the Ashe, but given up a lot of space and come here now. It was a single Rein charging alone. Yeah, but you guys don't kill him here, so you should, after you don't get this kill, you should for sure give up this space and rotate off the angle. Like I can see you argue for it right now. This is fine. And I actually don't mind this play. I kind of get the idea you're going for. I actually don't mind it that much. But here, they will take the high ground for free. The high ground is garbage. It's garbage. This high ground doesn't really matter that much. Okay, because here's the thing. Imagine there's an Ashe. Imagine this, guys. Imagine there's an Ashe in this window right now, and you're standing right here. What is the Ashe ever going to do about you? How is she ever going to deal with you? It's impossible. How the Ashe has to deal with you is she has to drop or go wide on like some different angle. It's impossible. Like how you defend this point is that you just force the attackers to come point, and your entire team is ratting inside of rooms, and then they just come out and shoot the guys on point. Ashe, force point is good for you. You should play it where forcing point is good for you, right? So if someone comes point, like I said, if Ashe is in this window, okay, eventually she's gonna have pressure that makes everyone hide, which is fine, and then she's gonna have her tank come point, and then perfect, you're gonna be here on the angle on the left side, and then you're just gonna shoot the tank, and you're gonna win. It's that easy. Because the problem is the tank has no way to take cover. There's no cover on this point at all. It's so garbage. And all the parts of the map that have cover are going to be occupied by your team, generally, right? You're going to have people on your team that are in this room, or that are in this room, or that are in these high grounds, and it's going to be really hard for them. That's how Paraiso works. Giving up this high ground is fine. It doesn't really matter that much because because this angle is just so strong. It's so strong. Also, you're just Cassidy, right? If you're Ashe, if you're playing Ashe and you want to fight for the high ground, sure, because you have this play. You can play on this corner, and it's really good range for you. And then if you eat a bunch of cooldowns, like they throw scatter arrow at you and dynamite or whatever, you can just drop or coach gun out or whatever, and you're fine. But the problem is Cassidy can't do that, because his effective range is 25 meters, not 40, whatever Ashe is. So that's the problem. Like the problem with committing to this high ground fight as Cassidy is you just don't really have the kit to do it well. And you don't have a way to get out effectively. You have to commit to the fights, and then you die and you lose. You kind of, the way you lose Paraiso is you die early on this fight here, and then they get a really easy fight cap on this. The way you win Paraiso is you make it really hard for the attackers to stand on point. That's why this point sucks, is it's really hard to stand on point on Paraiso. Also, second point, this map is just garbage. This is the worst map in the game. But anyway, So we're on this high ground spamming out the Rhine. We're stuck on this side. You eat a dynamite and you force Mercy Pocket. You force Mercy Pocket, and then your Genji's in deep. You get a kill here, which is nice. But yeah, I mean, this is whatever. I wouldn't have done any of this, but whatever. The enemy team misplays. Ignore the fake Uchiha. Yeah, Itachi. Yep. Yeah, that guy's off the map. He finished the round with 3 kills. That's how it goes sometimes. Okay, shoot Ryan. Like, this part's fine. Like, I'm fine with this. I think this is good. These fights are really good for Cass. I mean, I think it's probably fine. I would take that gamble too. I think that's fine. I would not have rolled there. I definitely would not have rolled here. So bad roll. I mean, you kind of just needed to not roll forward there. You needed to roll backwards. Like, what you need to do here, I think the Deadeye is fine. Roll backwards, because what the angle you want is this angle. You want this angle right now is what you want. So you just kind of go the opposite direction. You make it easier for the Rhine to kill you. So, and he kills you and the Genji. How to expect? It's not about expecting a crazy Rhine, because this is not the angle you want. No matter, you never want this angle. This angle is just worse than this angle. Like, this angle is just infinitely better. Because the thing is, if you're on this angle, you have more options. You can rotate this way, and it's easier to rotate this way. You can see into this room easier. Like, I mean, it's just a better angle. Like, I don't really know how to explain it to you. This is, you're stuck on this side of the map. I mean, you do have a mini, but at this point, it's not really about the mini. It's about just staying alive. Like, if your play was to go for the mini, I mean, it's not very obvious that that's the case. Like, it didn't look like you're playing for mini here. Like here, I would have killed these. Like, if I was you, I would have killed these guys. Boom, instant rotate out, and I'm coming here and I'm shooting the Juno. I'm shooting the Rhine. Like, I just wouldn't have rotated to this staircase because you're just on a deeper angle, and we don't want to go deeper right now. We're already up. So I would have rotated back this way and then looked to go back to my team, basically. So it's nothing to do with how the Rhine plays. Like, this is just a bad rotation. Like, in situations when you're up, for example, you want to start playing more conservatively. Like, there's no reason you should. I wanted to go red room expecting enemy on point. Red room? That doesn't make any sense. If you wanted to go, okay, then you make the wrong rotation. Like, if you want to go red room, it's still better to come left side. Like, it didn't make sense to roll forward on the staircase. Because at the end of the day, like, do you want to make the rotation on low ground where there's an enemy Rhine, or do you want to make the rotation on high ground where there's nobody? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, this play is just, yeah, this just doesn't make any sense. Like, I kind of understand wanting to, like, I can kind of get wanting to come to the red room, but the way you go about it is wrong. But that's why you die there. And then, yeah, now you guys are going to lose first for this. And this is what I'm saying. Like, this is the problem with the kind of hold you have, is now this fight is impossible to, it's impossible to win this fight now. I mean, yeah, your team staggered or whatever, but like the way Parry ISO is held is like, imagine your team is set up where there's like a guy here, and a guy on the high ground, and then you're just on this angle. How are they ever going to deal with anybody? It's really hard to deal with people when they're split up like that. That's how you win. That's kind of like the Parry ISO win condition. Did you guys, I mean, you guys held pretty well, but I'm going to be honest, you guys, I think your strategy for holding this point will not scale into higher ranks. Because you're just going to get punished. Like, Cassidy's not good on those angles. They're playing a Reinhardt on this map, which is not that good. Like, this is more of a dive map. They should be playing D.Va. They should be playing Rhine. They should be playing, Winston, stuff like that. But they're playing a Brawl tank. And then they're playing effectively double hit scan with Hanzo Ashe, which can be okay on this map. But if they ran Genji, you would have been dead 10 times over, right? Like, of course, you probably would have adapted your playstyle a little bit, but all in all, like, I would just keep in mind my playbook that I'm recommending you. I think it's going to be way more consistent for you. Way more consistent. Playing for this high ground is just, there's going to be games where you just get absolutely steamrolled. But anyway, you die here, and that kind of, yeah, you don't get a good fight on first. Okay. So this point is absolutely horse garbage for Cass. It's really bad. So you can play on this top high ground on the condition that your tank, and only really in the situation where your tank is holding here. You can see I'm not sure where to stand. Yeah, it's tough. It's hard. It's hard. You can play for the high ground, like this area, if your tank is here, okay? Or like on the floor anywhere here, really. But if your tank's not there, the problem with playing on high ground is it's really easy to push you out, okay? It's going to be really easy for the Reinhardt to just come up here and push you out. And then the problem is, if you get pushed out of this high ground, there's not really anywhere to go, okay? That's the problem, is you get pushed out. Like, if you get pushed out of these locations, you can't really go anywhere, okay? The only place to go is you have to make, if you want to get out, the only way you can feasibly, realistically get out that's productive is come out this door and then roll across to here. And then you can play on this high ground. I play blue tank balcony. This? I mean, it's okay. It's like the best angles, like, I'm not going to act like I know, right? This map is garbage. It's like, this is okay, but it's easy to get flanked. But the problem is if what'd you miss? We just been doing parry, so welcome to the stream though, Kwame. Good to see you. But the problem is, like, if you get pushed out from this high ground, right, you drop, and then all of your rotations suck so bad. They're so bad. So you almost basically have to die on the angle. Unless you can roll. Like, if you can roll across, then you're fine. Like, the best angles for Cassidy is, like, it's kind of like a Junkertown first type of situation where you kind of, like, here, I think you can kind of start here. This is, like, probably fine because the cart just doesn't have enough progress yet. But I think your end game angle is, like, definitely the staircase, and then late fight making a rotation, kind of like Junkertown is kind of the idea. There's not, like... Because the problem is you're going to get consistently outranged, stuff like that. I thought enemy will push for space. I mean, yeah, they will, right? Like, I can, like... This angle is okay. But hopefully we can see it. I mean, this is good follow-up. This is a good follow-up. I think what you're doing is fine right now, to be honest. They were just doing that. Yeah, I think this is all fine. I think it's all fine. I'm not worried about any of this. I'm more so saying that, like, hopefully the problem will kind of present itself as we watch more here. Having a pocket is definitely nice. It makes a lot of these engagements easier. Okay, don't commit to this. Don't commit to... You're just gonna die. Like, why are we committing to this play? So the problem with this play is, like, let's act like it's a good play. Okay, let's act like you go 2 for 1. That's great. But the problem is this is a play that demands pocket. And do we ever want to do things that is contingent on other people helping us? No, we never want to do stuff like that. Why? Because it involves another human being. Okay, and we don't want to bet on them doing something because we have literally no idea what they're thinking. And guess what? Your Mercy is absolutely not pocketing you right now. So you are 100% dead here. 100% dead. Like, we should have never went. This is a game losing play. Like, this is just really greedy. Like, I understand. Should your Mercy have pocketed you here? Yeah, but she's also not a mind reader. How is she gonna know that you're gonna roll through the window? Okay, dude, be for real. Do you really think your Mercy knows that you're gonna roll through the window and go for a dead eye play? That's insane. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah. Oh, you're joking. Yeah, it was okay, my fault. But, like, there's just no way she could read your mind here. Let's be real. So the thing is, like, yeah, you jump out the window. Like, there's just no way this play is good. I knew this was garbage. Yeah, Like the thing is like, and this is what I kind of see if like the people that have trouble climbing is you really need to reel back these kind of ultimates. Like when you watch, have you ever watched me play Gargamel? If you land on, no, you would have never you should never go for this play. But the thing is, like, I never go for dead eyes like this. They just never pan out. Stuff like this never pans out, especially when they're already looking at you, right? If I ever dead eye, it's like a flank dead eye, or everyone's in a hallway, or I can go like it's the risk is not as crazy as this. Because here's the problem: even if you get this dead eye off, you're still stuck in a bad position. Is the problem? Like it's just generally not good. Like, you can maybe go for this if the Ashe isn't looking at you, but she's looking at you when you jump out the window. Yeah, she's like already looking at you here. Like, if you wanted to deadeye, you would do like a deadeye from here and then realize it's bad and then cancel it. Like, you just can't. I don't really know how to explain this to you other than there's just no way you deadeye here. The risk reward just doesn't really make any sense. If you had damage boost, it might have actually worked out, but the problem is we can't make plays that bet on having something else unless we're talking about nano or something like that. But that's a little bit of a different situation. Like if we were playing Genji, we would have to think about nano more. Okay, and then here we just can't drop off the high ground. Was better in your head. Yeah, I would just be careful because the problem is this I hate to say it, but this is actually a game losing ultimate. Because here's the problem. Paraiso is a bad map because it's extremely defender sided on second point and third point, or more so second point. Because it's really brutal for attackers to take high grounds, especially when they're not playing dive. So you dying here, it's kind of like dying early on Gibraltar. Have you ever like played Gibraltar and then you get stuffed on second point choke? Like you just can't walk out the top? Do you know what I'm talking about? Like you just can't walk to this shuttle on top, so you're kind of just like stuck in your spawn as a defender. It's the same. It's generally the same idea on Paraiso. If you die early on second point, they're gonna get a ton of cart push, and then it's gonna be a lot harder for you as defenders to hold second. So it's really, really important that you live because you can leverage the defender's advantage. But so you doing this really aggressive play, it really kind of throws away the fact that defenders, you get that a lot on Eichenwald? Yes. Eichenwald, yeah. If the cart gets stuck at the door on second, you're just kind of screwed as an attacker. It's this similar idea. So if you die early on second as a defender, you give up that really strong fight at the choke, and it's way easier for the attackers. Hi, how am I today? Zathis, good to see you. I'm doing well, man. Today's actually been quite a good day for me. But yeah, like Gargamel, this play, I hate to say it, bro, but this is game losing. It's actually game losing. Like this play single-handedly probably lost you the game. I hate to say it, but it's the truth. So we just we just can't make plays like that. Like we just can't. And like this is also really bad because if you die here, you're just gonna stagger any chance to stall on second point here. Like you cannot die here. It's very, very important that you do not die here. So you walking into this Ryan's face, I mean, it's kind of crazy to me that he doesn't commit given that he has Juno pocket, but yeah, we can't do this either. We need to stay on the high ground. What is this shatter? What is this guy doing? Okay. Yeah, like, here's the thing. If you didn't drop here, there's actually a good chance maybe that you touched the cart and then you guys got to get a fight here. What rank is this? Gargamel, what rank are you? I think it's plat. I'm pretty sure it's like plat something, plat 3 or something like that. I don't remember. Plat 4. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, we just can't make ults like that. Anyway, but okay, and then you shouldn't hold, like, I know that these guys are pushed up and your tank is pushing up, but here's the problem. So they capped the point. Okay, so Reinhardt is coming out of spawn right now. the problem is if they push, how do you get out of this location, Gargamel? You really can't, okay? Because you have to walk through main, and then the attackers are just gonna come main and then literally beat you in the head, okay? It's not good. So you can't really make plays like this because you don't have a way to get out of that position. The only way, if we want to talk about high level stuff, how you would act if you were going to go for a play like this, what you would do is you would come out, kill the soldier in this Juno, and then flip the map. So you would actually come to this side of the map and then like play this high ground really aggressively. You could do that, but I wouldn't even bet on doing that in this elo because that is contingent on your tank matching your intention, your Genji matching your attention, and so on and so forth. Like, I just wouldn't be in a position like this. Like, I think your optimal position in this case is probably just sit in main, and then as they push up, can I get the drawing tool? There we go. I'll probably sit in main and then rotate out as they push up. Is like probably your best play here. Like, this is just, you're just committing way too far for this. And then, do you die in this rotation? You luckily get pocket, but you play that small door. Yeah, on the left side, it's good. Yeah, I would play here. Like, this is what I would do. Spam out here. If I can get aggressive, maybe go wide, but it's just going to depend on the situation. But my end goal is that I'm going to rotate back this way and then play more angle denial on this location than anything. Yeah, you do that? Okay, we'll see. Cool, but I wouldn't have made that play to this. I'm 50-50 on the play on the stairs because maybe you had a good timing there. Good aim, by the way. That was great crosshair placement. But, yeah. Okay, we just need to kill the Juno. So this is just mechanical failure. Let's take a look at this. Because this guy needs to die. Okay, so the only thing I'm seeing here is it's a little bit flicky. A little bit flicky. Yeah, and it looks like you're just are you holding down? I'm not worried about stand still, but are you like holding down your shoot button? It looks like you're holding it down to me. Because the thing is, you're not even like, you're not correcting, or so you are correcting your aim, but you're not confirming. Like, you're not clicking when your crosshair could reasonably be on the hero, right? Like that shot, for example, is way below Juno. That one's fine, but nice headshot. Perfect example of crosshair placement, by the way. But I don't know. But either way, this needs to be a kill. I don't really know what to recommend you, but this just needs to be a kill. The play's good. Like, I actually like this play a lot. I think this play is fine. If you see the Ashe kill, I was aware of shots. This, I was like, yeah, she died. What's next? Oh, okay. So you just kind of turn off your brain. Yeah, we just needed to have a little bit more confirmation there. But, oh well. Mechanical failure, I'm not too worried about because that's just practice. I like the Deadeye. I like the Deadeye. You can argue that the fight's won, so you don't need it, but I think it's fine. For solo queue purposes, it's fine.
Okay.
Then we stay on the angle, shoot the Ryan, perfect. Okay, I just wouldn't go this far out the door, so I actually like this play too. This is good. But for what you do on this Juno, you can accomplish the same thing by just standing here. So just stand here and shoot her. Right, because if you are going to die on the angle, it's going to be because you walked out the door. You're basically, if we're being real, you're probably never going to die here. Sometimes guaranteeing a fight win is enough for an ult, even if the fight is already won. Yeah. In solo queue, yes. Yes. I mean, it also kind of depends, right? Like, if you're Lucio and you're using beat when it's like a 3v1, okay, we're trolling, okay? But if you're Freya and you're using Bola and it's like a 4v2, yeah, I think it's probably fine. Deadeye is garbage, is killed too. The Deadeye was fine. I'm not worried about the Deadeye. Oh, you have roll? No, even with roll, Gargamel, this isn't good. Lip would never do this. Lip would stand in the door and shoot them. Lip is okay. So how you use roll if you're doing something aggressive is like you swing an angle wide. Like, the problem is you have to roll backwards. Like, what Lip will do is he'll swing wide. This is a little bit like not a perfect example, but for example, if you wanted to peek main, he would go wide and then roll back to cover is how he would do it. Like laterally. It's a lateral roll. It's not like a forward and backwards roll. Like this doesn't make any sense. Like you could like why even take the risk? Like the risk reward just doesn't really make that much sense in my opinion. Because here's the thing, you roll anyway. Because now there's margin for error if you incorporate roll as well. So here's the thing. So you go for the flash. You don't hit it, unfortunately, which is I think is just unlucky. I actually like the flash, given that you do make the play. But the roll backwards, you actually end up rolling to the right side and getting stuck. And then you don't die here, but you could have died here. There's not Hanzo or Hogger on it. It doesn't really matter. It's not really about there being a specific hero on the enemy team that can punish you. It's just like, why even take additional risk when you don't need to, is the thing. You just don't need to take extra risk, so why go wider, is the thing. Like, we just didn't need to do that. We could have accomplished the same thing from the angle. You still could have seen the Juno and been fine. Because you didn't, I mean, this is being results-oriented, but you didn't even hit the flash. So then, like, walking forward didn't even do anything. So, yeah, that didn't really make any sense. Like, you're at 40 HP, you could have died. If that soldier was better, you would have died. And then, I don't know if you would have thrown the defense, but it would have been harder. Okay, why is your crosshair placement? Crosshair placement. Why are we aiming at the floor? Also, you need to be listening for what's going on. If you're playing an angle where you can't see anything, you need to hear. You can hear the Rein pushing here. Oh, you're holding tab, I see. It would be a throw. Going wide is... Standing in the doorway is... There's no chance standing in the doorway is throwing. I promise you it's not throwing. It's not. If you two-tap someone... You can two-tap people from that angle. It'd be fine. Okay, this is the weird sequence of events. Here, you hear this Rein. I know it's a hindsight is 50-50 kind of situation, but if you died, it's throw. Yeah, if you go, oh, okay, yeah. Like if you walk forward and died here, that would be throw. Yeah, I agree. I don't know if it would have I don't know. I wouldn't say that's a game losing death. Like it's not like this ulti, okay? This ulti here, in terms of severity, this is a game-losing play. You dying here is not a game-losing play. It's just bad, okay? There's like a difference in severity. I'm going to be honest here. Once you hear this Rein walking forward, you should probably give space because the problem is it becomes an issue of proximity. Against Reinhardt, there's just not a lot you can do other than fan the hammer, but he's probably going to take space aggressively. The pin, I would have never expected him to just straight up pin into you, to be honest. But you kind of just need to respect the Reinhardt. You respect the tank. Because if it's something like, imagine this was a Ram, you would need to do the same thing. Sigma, you would need to do the same. Like, we would just need to start kiting. Because this isn't really a point where we can just kind of stand here. Like, it's not like King's Row second where you can just stand a choke and shoot them and be fine. Right? This is just too tight of an angle. There's not a good rotation out. This rotation is going to be awkward for you. So we just kind of needed to rotate out at this moment when you hear the Reinhardt right here. He will charge my kite. You have flashbang. You just flashbang it and it'll force shield and you'll buy yourself more time. But even then, okay, let's say you kite to here. Let's say you're here right now. You can shoot him. Let's say he pins you from here. You can flash him, roll backwards if you still have it. If you don't, whatever. And then that's going to force shield. And then that's like the best you can do. That would be if you died here while kiting to a pinned Rein, I'd be like, whatever. I literally would not care. How much longer am I streaming for? We have 7 VODs. I don't think I'm going to do all of them. I think I'll probably do 5. So probably each one is about 30 to 45 minutes. So that's like 2.5 to 3 hours. That's what we're looking at. So I started at 4:30, so probably end around 7:30, something like that. But either way, if you died like in the kite out from here, I would have been like, whatever, nice try. Don't do Rialto, mostly me dropping off high ground. Okay, sounds good. Also here, I understand you want to like try to trade out here, but you need to, at this point, now that you're getting peel, you need to be able to get out. You're going back to your dorm, so you'll be back in 15. Yeah, no problem, bro. But yeah, here, like, given that you were getting peel, you needed to give up the kill and actually just leave. Would have been way more, that would have been the better decision to make in the moment. You getting shattered here is unfortunate, but I think like the big macro issue here is that you needed to hear the Rhine and start kiting. Like this isn't really a point where you can just kind of disrespect the Rhine. Like if it was like, I mean, King's Row second's not exactly the case, but yeah, it's just not a point where you can just play close proximity to Rhine and be fine. Okay, I like the angle. Okay, that's a weird confrontation, but whatever. I like you fighting the Ashe. That's a good range for you, so I like that. Okay, here. Yup. I like this play a lot from you. You're on the off angle from your team. Okay, look at Gargamel. Gargamel's on an off angle. Guys, this is what I call the infinite value angle. Okay, actually, let me redraw this. This is the infinite value angle. Because this is a carry angle where literally Gargamel literally just being on this angle is so big of a threat that the enemy team has to do something. We love these angles. These are my favorite angles to take in the entire game. Okay. So because Gargamel's going to be on this angle, what he can do is in the mid fight, he can swing late here and shoot the Ashe, force the Ashe out of the fight, which might force Juno pocket. Then he can turn and shoot everybody in the back. It's just so hard to deal with him. So this is a really insane angle. Great job, Gargamel. Perfect. This is like high carry potential here. Boom. Kill the Ashe. Oh, we get Blade out anyway. Even if Blade didn't come out, Gargamel would have deadlifted the entire fight here. Great job, Gargamel. I love that from you. And one thing that you are good at, Gargamel, is you do understand the, I mean, and it's probably from watching my coaching so much, but you do understand the concept of off angling. You do understand like rotations. But honestly, like this game so far, okay, like what is this as well? Like I understand there's 5 seconds left, but we need to stop. Like, what is this play? If you're gonna do this, just stand here. just stand here, go wide, realize that they rotated out, come back and shoot them in the back. Like you almost have it. They had speed. Yeah, okay. But who would you rather be, Gargamel? Would you rather shoot them here or would you rather shoot them here? Just shoot them from here. Just rotate back, like back. You know where they're going. They're going to run it down and try to get the point. Like they're not going to teleport through the wall. Just fight me, don't touch. Yeah, but just do it from this side. Like you have it, just don't drop. Like this play makes no sense. Because now you're gonna get shot in the back by the Ashe for the people respawning. Yeah, just like you could have just done it from here. It's the same thing but better. So that's just a mistake. Like dropping is just not it. Also, your crossing placement is bad after you drop. You need to fix this. Lucio broken. I've been said that. I've been said Lucio broken. I've been said that. Plastic, welcome to the stream. But that was just a lazy play at the end. I get what you're trying to do, but you could have just done it better. Okay. So this attack is like low-key brutal. So what my attack is not solved. Yeah, they were fast. I mean, it's just better. Though what I was recommending is just better. But anyway, okay. I don't have the attack solved, but here's my playbook. So I'm going to do one of two things. I'm going to come main, and then I'm going to wrap into the room on this left side, boom, go under the bridge, and then go straight to point, and then stand on this back corner and force point. That's play number one, okay? Play number two is that you're going to push with your team, then you're going to come wide under the bridge like this, and then poke out anybody that's on this high ground, okay? If there's anybody on this high ground, you're going to poke them out. And then you're going to look for the rotation to go wide to the staircase, and then you're going to play at the window that's right here. This is your play. And then you just shoot people from the window, and you win. That's it. And then on this pink play, so like play number two, you also have this option available to you to go for a wide wrap. So generally on first fight, I do the yellow play. On every other fight, I look to do something on number two. Hey, glad to be vibing. Yeah, good to see you, bro. So I would do like, this is like my playbook, really. The problem with this point is Cassie doesn't have a great way to get to this high ground. Like there's not, you can get on, there's a car, you can actually like get on top of this. There's a car here you can use to get on top of this tram, and then you can get here, but it costs 2 rolls to do that. So it's kind of expensive, and it also take a lot of time. So it's not really a reliable thing to do. So it's just kind of brutal. Yeah, you'll be cooked. I think it's like force point or look to somehow make the rotation. Like it's just one or the other. It's a really brutal attack. Like this is not a good attack for Cass. There's not a lot of playmaking here. It's really contingent on your team doing something. So this is a lot of like betting your team will do something or forcing point or like going for some crazy flank or like getting inventive, right? This is where your true creativity as a cast one trick should be showing. But here you're just taking way too much damage, right? When you're Gargamel, what's the rule, bro? When you're playing out of your effective range, what do you want to do? Do you remember? When you're playing out of your effective range, what are you doing? Stay alive, but what? What else? Risk adverse? Okay, how exactly? What do we want to... This was actually exactly what came up in Kwame's VOD in Havana. It's the exact thing. When you're playing out of your effective range, what do you want to minimize? What do you want to have less of? Does anyone remember? Take less damage. Perfect. That's literally exactly it. Here's the problem. When you're playing out of your effective range, which is basically right now, especially, I mean, this is like almost in your effective range, but the problem is you're walking into an ungodly amount of spam. You didn't watch that VOD? No problem. But you get the concept. Whenever you're playing in a very disadvantaged situation, like as in you're walking into spam or you're playing out of effective range, what you want to do is minimize the amount of damage you take. Because the more damage you take, the more resources you demand, the harder it's going to be for your team to take space. Okay. So coming right side here makes literally no sense because you're just going to take a gajillion damage. And if you want to come wide, there's no cover at all. You should be coming left side and wrapping like this because it's way harder for the defenders to capitalize on your rotation. You're going to take way less damage. So you should be coming this way and then looking to make a play like by coming under this way or whatever. You coming right side is you're going to take a bunch of damage and you're going to force support pocket. I took the Ashe So's rotation. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Like if you're playing Ashe or Sojourn, this is actually fine. I actually would be fine with this because it's good for your range. You can play it pretty conservatively. There is a mini back here, like which is nice, but they can do something with this space. You can't really do anything with this space's cast. So you just can't really play that angle. Okay. So yeah, you needed to come left side because this angle just sucks for you because now you're going to demand pocket, right? Like we can see it firsthand. Boom, 70 HP. You could have actually died. Okay, which is awful. And then now we demand on a pocket, we demand more on pocket. And now your whole team freezes their playmaking for half a second, which is not good. Okay. And is that like the end of the world in this game? No. Okay. But in other games, it will be, right? So we need to make sure we're applying the principle correctly, which is when you're playing into disadvantageous situations, like getting spammed out or out of your effective range or whatever, you need to take no damage and force no resources on you. You need to be resource light. Okay. But anyway, here we are for once again, crosshair placement. I know you're probably holding tab here, but even when you're holding tab, I need you to be aiming head level. Like when I hold tab, I'm still aiming head level. Okay. This doesn't make any sense. Okay, whatever. This death is whatever. I heard that Ryan, I was like, yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's fine. I don't really care about that death. Not a big deal. I like the idea. I think going wide there on an angle is fine. Getting pinned, him pinning you is kind of crazy, so not a big deal. Not worried about it. Here, I personally wouldn't be coming right side. What I would actually be doing is I would here, boom. I probably would have waited for my tank a little bit because my tank, I know my tank is about to start taking space, but I actually would have went this way Because the problem with this is when you walk backwards like this, you're actually still in LOS of the entire enemy team, right? The Juno still sees you. The Sim still sees you. The Rhine, I mean, not really the Rhine, but like the people playing main can still see you make this rotation. Like if you come right side like this, you not only have this cover, but you're gonna unswing them when you come wider, and then you can just like jump up the stairs and then come this way, and then you're on the window. The window is kind of where it's kind of the end game angle. This is where you generally want to be to win on this attack. So I personally wouldn't have come up this way. I understand why you want to come up this way, because then you can force the Rhine off the high ground and then take this whole space. But being on this angle is just not that good on Rhine or on Cass compared to this angle. This angle's way better. Rhine on a pedal won't make it easy. Is he on a pedal right now? I think he was on a pedal. Either way. But yeah, I personally wouldn't be making this rotation. I don't think this was like a consistent rotation. So I don't know why the sim is misplaying, right? What's the two pillars of climbing, guys? Number one, don't make mistakes. Number two, make plays. This Symmetra is not going to climb because why is she doing this play? This play makes no sense from Sim. Like if I was coaching Sim, I'd be like, what are you doing? Are you ever going to win this 1v1? No. You're never going to win this 1v1 with Cass that far away. It makes no sense. These are the type of mistakes that I want you guys to not make because it's game losing. This is a game losing play from Sim. They are Torb, Sim, Rhine versus Afera and 1. Yeah. But either way, this is a game losing play from Sim. This makes no sense. You should never kill her here. But you kill her anyway, so we're even, which is perfect. We love to see that. Here. Oh, no. No. Actually, into this enemy comp, this particular comp, this play isn't that bad. It's actually okay. Like the risk reward is kind of there, right? The only person that can outrange you or kill you here is really Torbjorn. But dude, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I would not have done this. You can kind of do the same thing against Juno, but from this angle, and it's just way safer. So you kind of just need to come window. Like I get what you're doing here, and it's actually not that bad into this specific situation, but the consistent and actually probably better play even in this situation is just play the window and shoot them from here. Like I think you're gonna win more. I think you should kill Juno here. Perfect. Like I think if you are gonna make this play, I think you just don't roll. Like you don't need to roll to cross the gap. You can just jump, and maybe it's fine. Sim died, and this kill should seal the deal. Yeah, but I think the way you just kind of committed to it too much, in my opinion. Like if we want to be more consistent about this, I actually don't mind it that I don't. This is just I want you to keep in mind this is not a play you can do all the time. Like let's be real. Like this is like an on the fly play. But I like the idea, but you just can't roll forward for this kill. Like you need to have roll to get out. Like I would not roll forward for this. I would say I would jump and then like shoot her and then roll out type of situation is what I would use. Or like use roll for a reload or something. Like use roll. You need to roll there really. But honestly, like I kind of get what you're saying, but I still think the better play is just come window. Like I just think it's better. It's safer. It has basically the same effective range. You weren't even in flash range anyway, so rolling forward didn't really make any sense. But now that everyone is dead and no one's on high ground, yeah, take the space for free, and it's impossible for them to win. So I'm not gonna act like you make a terrible play, but I would have preferred you rotate to the high ground there. I think it's good recognition of the situation, but I think that's a bad habit. That can be a bad habit, right? It'll put you in situations kind of like this, where you just kind of make like these really aggressive roll forwards and die. Like this play should have never happened. This play should have never, ever happened. Okay. Okay, so this is the correct play in my opinion. How you should think about Parry ESO second is kind of the same as Gibraltar second. Right after you capture Gibraltar first, you should 100% of the time instantly rotate to take space on shuttle. And it's kind of the same thing on Parry ESO. You want to take space here immediately. Because you don't want to have to get... Because if you don't, it's going to be really brutal for you guys to take this. So I like this play. I like you coming here. Surprise awaiting. Yeah, how broken is Torbjorn? Did we hear them at all? Let me turn up the sound a little bit here. I'm gonna be honest. Whatever. Not worried about it. I think the idea is there. I think it's unlucky. I think some people might argue like you should just stay on point, but I don't think it's good. I think the better play is to fight for space. Like your Sigma should not be AFK on cart right now. Why is he emoting on cart? Like this makes no sense. Like if I was coaching Sigma, I'm like, you should be with your cash right now. Like this play is garbage from Sig. So like I think you made the consistent winning play, and it's just you got the 1 in 10 chance of you losing. You should ban him from your server. Tony No banned from Discord forever. But I think that play was fine, and it's just unlucky. Okay, and then you just deadeye into spam. So just don't deadeye into spam. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're already shooting you. You don't want to deadeye when they're already looking at you, unless you have like a shield or something, like you're behind something. It's just, I mean, you're just gonna die here. Shoot the emote. Yeah. But anyway, that's just not a good deadeye there. Spam out Ryan. Yeah, and this is like, so this is the fight. So the play that you made here is your attempt to avoid this fight. Like this fight is what you want to avoid having to happen. Like if your Sigma came to help you take space here, you guys would have avoided this fight entirely. But your Sigma is garbage. I knew he had shatter. I take responsibility. Well, let's see. Yeah, I mean, just don't get shattered. I think it's just, I mean, there's not, you don't really have a better play here. Shoot tank, so whatever. Just don't get shattered. But I think that's your best play. Like, I wouldn't have come here. Like, I don't think coming here is better against Bastion. You're just gonna die. So, whatever, I think it's fine. Like, I would not have rolled forward for this. And why are we okay, if you're gonna roll forward, why are you walking toward the guy? Just go wider. Like, this doesn't make any sense. So here what I would do is I don't give a damn about the Torbjorn. I'm going to take space immediately. I'm taking space immediately right now. You know who can kill the Torbjorn? My Sigma. My Sigma can kill the Torbjorn. But this is how I'm going to win the game. We're going to win the point by me being here. And then I can shoot Torb, or I can shoot Bastion or whatever. Like, I don't really give a damn about this Torbjorn. Like, if you were going to care about the Torbjorn, how you would deal with him is you would rotate this way and then go wide like this and shoot him this way. My Sigma can't. Even if he can't, like, whatever. Like, here's how you win in solo queue, guys. You make plays. Don't make mistakes and make plays. It's literally that. It's literally that simple. Don't make mistakes and then make plays and do that over 300 games and you'll hit whatever rank you want to be. It's that simple. The problem with you standing in main is like if the problem with this, are we making a play in trying to kill Torbjorn? Yes, but we're making a mistake in committing our movement cooldown in being in main against a Bastion Lifeweaver here. The Lifeweaver can just grip the Torb out and then we're screwed because we don't have our movement cooldown. And now, because we made this mistake, we can no longer make plays on the high ground. That's the problem. Like, there's an opportunity cost here in doing this play right now. So we kill the Torb, whatever, but the way we went about this was really sloppy. Ryan was waiting for me anyway, but that's just that's results oriented. Like, should we have expected a Reinhardt to use a pedal to get to the high ground? That's basically impossible to predict. Okay? That's basically impossible. Like, if you died to a Ryan in that situation, I'd be like, well, that's unfortunate. Run it again, right? That's just it. Sometimes that's just how Overwatch works. Like, I'm not gonna recommend you a play based on results. I'm gonna recommend you the best theory. I have a Sigma with Trillion ability to fight. Either way, like the way you went about rolling in main is just not good. Now this rotation is your best play, and you identify that, which is great. This might just be unlucky, honestly. Shoot the Juno. Whatever. That's just I like the idea to play. Like the thing is, I would have just been here earlier. Like I would have been here. Fuck the Torb or screw the Torb. Okay. I would have been rotating. I would have. The Ryan probably honestly wouldn't have fought me. He probably would have dropped. I would have bet on that happening, him dropping. And then I would have went wide here and shot Juno and Live Weaver in the back. That would have been the play. Like this is a game-winning play. That's what I would have done. So it's kind of like because you fight the Torb, you're not set up for a game-winning play here, and Barrage comes out. Like it's just like it's a butterfly effect of situations. Like, but this death, given that you made the play you did, I think is fine. Like, I mean, it's kind of like unavoidable. Tail, I have my first scrim today, and it got me thinking about hero pool. I'm trying to decide on Cass versus Soj as my alternate hit scan, and I'm wondering what the pros to Cass, like pros and cons. The Cass are over Soj. For reference, I'm trying to decide what to add to Freya, Sim, Tracer, Sim. Okay, so Freya, Tracer, and then I would pick. So Freya and Sojourn largely fit into like the they're more similar to each other than like Freya is to Cassidy. Cassidy kind of operates his own niche. Freya, like there are maps that you would play Freya on that you wouldn't play Sojourn on, like Gibraltar. I personally would pick. I think Cass would be better. I think Cass in your hero pool, but of course I'm biased. I also think Sojourn. Like Freya and Sojourn are both about really strong poke damage in the neutral, getting random kills across the map, a lot of just like really oppressive pressure. And Cassidy is very similar, but is more in the mid range. So I personally would pick Cass. Cass is also easier to learn, especially because I make so many resources about him. So I would pick Cassidy. Sojourn is a good hero to learn in general because she's just very flexible, but yeah. That'd be my answer to that question. You get stuck here? Yeah, because you're just in a bad position. Like you're never gonna win this fight from this position. Gargamel, you have to walk back up, you have to walk to this high ground, and you have to roll across. And then you have to flank like this. Or you have to, okay, you did? Okay. But it doesn't matter really if you did. You need to be there now. Like, you're just there too late. Like, here. Okay, so here's what should have happened. You shouldn't have went main here. You needed to come left side, and then you needed to, you needed a plan for the rotation. You just weren't really planning for it. Because you do it too late. And then from here, you roll across like this. Okay, I was wondering also because I was asked, what are we doing if Freya gets banned? Oh, if Freya gets banned... I mean, it just kind of depends on what your comp is. And it depends on it's just gonna, there's a lot of situations at hand. To be honest with you, Zatis, just pick whatever hero you prefer and it's probably fine. But the issue, Gargamel, is like, you needed to have the rotation in mind from day one, right? You needed to come here and then be ready to roll across immediately. Because you need to be on the angle, right now. Right now, not 20 seconds from now. You need to be there right now. But you're not, okay? You didn't think about it ahead of time, and now you're thinking about, oh crap, this angle sucks, and then you make the rotation, and it's not good enough. Like, this is not good enough. Yeah, we waste like 20 seconds here on the floor. Yeah, your team needs you on the high ground. Like, we're just jerking off. It's good you identify that the angle's not good. Like, that's good, but I need you to, like, every time you walk back from spawn, right? This is something I recommend, like, I needed Montana to work on. Every time you walk back from spawn, you need to be looking through the wall to see where your team is and where they're going to be fighting. So here you should see, okay, we're going to be fighting for this last part here. I need to come left side and roll across to the high ground because this is going to be my only angle that's good. Please attack Sigma. But yeah, like you didn't have the foresight to go to the angle, and then that's why you get stuck, right? Like Honestly, every single subsequent play you make is just going to be bad in that angle because you weren't on the angle fast enough. Here? Yeah, we got to go here. Perfect. Fight the Bastion. He actually dies. I actually don't mind that roll. I would have preferred it laterally, but that's okay. Then Torb, Juno pushed me down. I should get behind. Honestly, whatever you did on the floor didn't really matter. It didn't, like, because the initial rotation is just bad. Don't drop here. Like, you lose your win condition if you drop. It's the same problem. What angles are good for Cassidy on the floor? Lava, I don't care. Just wait out the lava. Because this lava stalling you out for 10 seconds is, like, you just can't win from the floor. It's not, you just can't win here. It's not winnable. That's the problem. The only way you win is you're on this high ground and then you roll across and you shoot them all in the back. You're never going to win from the floor. You have to play to win. Like, we can't just, like, take what we're given. We have to win. Like, we have to, like, okay, let's see what we do here. Okay, we killed the Torb. Why do we kill the Torb here, guys? Why does the Torb die? Because the Torb is garbage. The Torb literally dies here because he sucks. There's no other reason the Torb... Yes, because he's an idiot. We walk into a kill here not because we make a good play, but because the Torb is bad. There's literally no other reason that... Like, we should never be killing Torb. We should never be killing this guy. Like, this guy's an idiot. This guy's so stupid. That's the problem. Like, that's... Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, your winning play is literally stand up here, boom, sauce is gone. Okay, I walk out, roll across, boom. I like 80 angle on the Bastion and we win. Absolute bozo. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, we should never be killing him. It doesn't make any sense. And then now we get walked on by Orion and we're dead, Gargamel. Like, that's the problem. I know they use sauce, but you need to identify what is the win condition. What is my infinite value angle? Which is, it's so weird to me, Gargamel, because you had on third point defense, you understood that this was your win condition. You understood that standing here was your infinite value angle. You found it, okay? But you didn't understand that here. Why? You didn't understand that this is your infinite value angle. Why? Do you just not, like, and I'm not trying to be, like, condescending, like, I'm trying to understand what your root issue is. Like, do you not understand? Is it like a para-ESO issue? I didn't push down. Yeah, but is it an issue of, like, what do you think the issue is here? Like, because the problem I'm seeing is that you're not identifying the win condition. How do you find out the infinite value angles in the game? It's going to depend on your hero, right? How you should think about it at this is it's like, what angle do I need to be on that's going to give me the biggest chance to carry the fight, okay? So if I'm Sojourn, where do I be? Okay, let's play a game. If I'm Sojourn, in this fight right now, where would I want to be as Sojourn? Attack. I'm attacking a Sojourn. Where should I be? What's the best angle? Red stairs? Okay, good answer. Any other ideas? Does anyone else have any other ideas other than Gargamel? Or bridge. Okay, I can understand those. Bozo. No, Bozo. High ground. Okay, well, the infinite value angle for Sojourn is the staircase. Gargamel actually got it right. This is it. Why? Why is this the infinite value angle? Why is it this? Put the pieces together. Why is this the infinite value angle for Sojourn? Long range and no one to fight you. Exactly. It's good for Sojourn's kit. It's a high ground. The entire enemy are in one choke. It's really easy to spam. Easy poke. Exactly. This is the, if you're Sojourn, this is where you want to be right now. Okay. Where is it as Cassidy? It's here and then here because it's in Cassidy's effective range. No one else is here. You can poke people out. It's easy. There's cover, everything. Perfect. Exactly. Okay. Now, where is Xathis? Where is it on Freya? Where is it on Freya? Where's the infinite value angle? What if I get spammed? Okay, what if you get spammed in main? What if you get spammed here? What if you get spammed here? You can get spammed anywhere. It doesn't really matter. Like spam is not like like it's just kind of spam is only really a question of like pathing than it is like what angle is the best. When Cass far right jumped over the roof, yeah, like infinite value angle is this for Freya. Freya can get here easily, and then this is the deadlift angle. This is the infinite value angle. When Cass going for angle, if Lifeweaver challenges path, you would just duel. Yes, if a Lifeweaver is here, yeah, you would take. Like if you're making this rotation and there's like someone in the way, you would of course shoot them. How you get healed there as Freya? It doesn't matter. Like how you get healed is not really the question, because if you kill 2 people, who cares how much healing you get? You just killed 2 people. The chance of you winning the fight has exponentially increased. It's about deadlifting. We don't make plays contingent on our teammates. There are some situations where we want to prefer angles that give us easy access to our teammates, like on Runesapi. There's several examples of that, but this is not one of the, like Paraíso is just not kind of built for that. You can also perk, yeah, you can use the perk as well. Fairy has a perk where if you updraft, you get healing per second. But once you've made the jump to green building high ground, yeah, like here you just fight everybody. If you get spammed out, okay, here's the thing as well. If you make the rotation here as Cassidy, let's act like we're Cassidy and we're right here right now. Even if I'm getting spammed out, what happens? Okay, here's what happens. We're getting spammed out by Bastion or the Lifeweaver or whoever. Well, now that's 2 less people shooting down Choke. So now my Sigma can walk in and beat the hell out of the Reinhardt for free. Do you drop? No, you don't drop, because you getting attention is enough. You baiting attention is enough. Also, if you're on this angle, you can rotate down the staircase and it's even more lethal. It's even more lethal because now the enemy team has to turn around to deal with you, which is so uncomfortable for them. Because instead of turning around, what they're likely going to do is back up. And what does backing up constitute? Giving space. So now your team has a bunch of space to walk forward. And that's how you win in Overwatch. That's why, like, and I think this code is done. Yeah, it is. But, like, for example, okay, if we go to King's Row, stairs for cover. Yeah, you can also use stairs. But here's the thing. Like, on King's Row, if you guys have watched my video, what is the rotation I tell literally everybody to do on attack? On attack, I tell them either fight for hotel or you're going to rotate this way up the staircase and then you're going to be here. Why? Why do I recommend this play, guys? Why do I recommend this play and for my Cassidy players to stand here? Because this is an infinite value angle. It's really strong. Loop-de-loop and pull type shit, actually. But like, here's the thing. If there's an attack Cassidy here, what in the world do the defenders do? What do they do? They're screwed. Yes, they're actually screwed. They're actually screwed. Because now Cassidy can walk up this staircase, stand in this window or this window, and shoot them all in the back, and they rotate. It's literally infinite value. It's actually insane. Yes, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, and this is a win. This is how you climb in Overwatch: is you identify these angles. You identify where do I need to be that's going to put me in the best effective range given the circumstance, right? And there are going to be some circumstances where you can't stand here. Right, where you can't take the infinite value angle. And that's going to be when the enemy team is playing Winston or Diva or like things like that. People that can dive you. Okay, then you can't take this angle. What's the next best play? That's how you play Overwatch. What's the next best play? You have to think about that stuff. Okay, I'm getting zoned out by a Tracer and I can't take that angle, or there's an Ashe there and I can't take that fight. Okay, what's the next best play? It's like, maybe it is hotel, right? It's going to depend. It might be hotel, yeah, it might be hotel. It might actually be playing in main. And that's how you become a good player, is you understand the fundamentals of angling to then determine what angle you should take given the circumstance, right? If you're getting marked by a monkey, of course you can't come here. Maybe you come hotel instead and shoot backline. Or if that's not even possible, then maybe it's just you play further back and force monkey resources, and then once he dives back out, then take space. It might be me being lower rank, but it feels like just taking your time with shots and angles allow you to make more plays. That's literally Overwatch. No, that's literally Overwatch. That's how Overwatch works. The thing is, just whenever you're in higher rank, people are going to fight more aggressively for all of those angles, they're going to literally, it's literally life or death for these angles, because higher ranked players will understand that if Cassidy is able to make that rotation, they will lose the point. So they would rather die fighting you than lose the point, because either way they lose. Okay, they have to kill you. So there are going to be situations in high rank where playing main actually ends up being your best play, because you're going to get punished in the rotation to get the angle. But like how I teach you guys how to play the game is like, this is what the optimal situation looks like. Sometimes along the way, people will try to fight you, and it's just up to you to determine from there how to most effectively make the most of the situation. Okay, so that makes sense. Could take hotel force monkey resources on you taking space and allows you tank to rotate. Essentially, you have the idea, right? It's always going to depend on the map, but you going for a flank or you taking an angle is going to force something generally. It's going to force support cooldowns. It's going to force attention. It's going to force a tank cooldown, ammo, whatever. And then that then becomes a window of opportunity for your tank to do something, for your supports to do something, and so on and so forth. Classic, can you ban fungi, by the way? Oh, actually, I have it pulled up. I can ban them. It's okay. Let me get a ban going. Okay, you already got it. Perfect. Excellent. But yeah, so that's like the concept. Like Overwatch, like as a concept is not super complicated. What did you miss? Not really in it. We just talked about infinite value angles and finding what the angles look like. Like I talked about King's Row as a good example. But okay. What did Fungi say? They just you can ban Ember. They just showed a virus link. It's okay, we banned him. Okay. But cool. That is that clip. Gargamel, because you are here, we're just gonna do another one of yours, and then we'll run into Kwame's. So you said don't do Rialto, we can do Midtown. Okay. So generally, like one thing, the most important thing that should determine what hero you play is the map, for sure. Because what you'll find is if you play something like Cassidy on... So when we're talking about stuff like infinite value angles, you'll find that there are maps where they just don't exist. Yeah, Gargamel is plat 4. But you'll find that there are maps where they just kind of don't exist. And as a result, your hero is not going to be good on that map because you can't carry on that map. You should generally, if you want to rank up, you should be picking the hero that can carry on any given map. So Cassidy can carry on most maps, but there's some where there are exceptions, like Circuit Royale, right? So if you wanted to win on Circuit Royale, who would you play? You would play Ashe, you would play Sojourn, or you'd play Widowmaker as a hit scan. I don't want to play Soj, neither do I. I hate Soj. You're going to say that he's better than Plat? I think Gargamel just kind of like on Parry ESO, like he just needed to not make that Deadeye play, and I actually think he would have won. If he didn't roll forward to the high ground in Deadeye, he would have probably won Parry ESO. Yeah, Gargamel, I'm not convinced this is good. So you take 200 damage, demand healing, and we get basically nothing for it. And like it's really high risk. If they dive you at any time here, you're dead. I don't think this is a good position. Yeah, and you end up making the rotation here anyway. Like Gargamel, I just wouldn't stand on the right side. Like I don't think any of this is good. I know we talked about it before, but this is another situation where I just don't think it works. Like better players just kill you here. Yeah, I don't like it. And you forced nade as well. Like we should not be forcing nade here. Because we need anti-nade. That's actually really bad. We need anti-nade right now after this monkey bubble breaks. Like we need anti-nade right now. But we're not gonna have it. Because we needed it on the rotation. So I personally wouldn't do that the staging play. You're the Torb on the last map. Practice makes perfect, man. How's our Genji dying? What does he do? Oh, he gets greedy. Okay, your Genji's dumb, but whatever. No, we can't really do anything about that. So here, just rotate back up to train. Don't, okay, so, does the monkey go high? Okay, you needed to not come wide here. You need to actually stay top left. Because this angle is just kind of too good. Because I don't even think the monkey lands on the high ground. Does he land? I mean, he would have landed on you, but you could have killed him with fan in this situation. Like, I wouldn't have come wide here because this angle is just worse. I'd rather die on in the train, to be honest. You know what? Actually, maybe this is better. Hold on. Sorry, this is tough. I actually don't know. I don't know. I don't know. The whole map was me feigning the monkey. He never dies. Yeah, I don't know what your best play is here. I don't know if it's standing train or shoot or to rotate out. I don't know. So we're just gonna skip it because I have no idea. I think you can argue for both. Maybe because they're playing dive, this is better. You should kill the soldier. Let's see. No. No, it's fine. Not a big deal. I mean, if you're lip, oh, here, no, it's fine. I mean, if you're, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, this was just kind of lost after your Genji died. Like, we needed to kind of make a play here. Like, I don't really. Could you have better aim hygiene and whatever, like aim technique? Sure, but I don't really care. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, that stuff you can just practice. Like, just practice it every day and you're fine. Like here, Genji dies. I think this is where the mistake happens. Like, I think you needed to stay on the high ground because you needed to kill a monkey here. Like, I think you need to stay here. I actually do think you need to stay here because you just don't win from any other angle. Like, this angle is the winning angle. And the reason why is because it's really hard when the attackers come wide like this to come wide and shoot you. It's really hard for them to do that. So I think you just have to stay high. They get the res. I mean, maybe even if you kill the soldier here, you still lose this point. So I don't know. I think the only thing I can say here is just go train. Like, you needed to stay in the train. I think rolling off the stairs is not it. He killed 3. I mean, the enemy Genji. Or the soldier. I mean, they would have died anyway. Like, the Orisa was 1 HP. Like, your Orisa is 1. Right? Your Orisa was 1. I promise you killing the soldier, even if that is the mistake, what coaching could I ever give you to help you? There's nothing. There's literally nothing I can tell you other than play Tank Shade every day. That's literally it. So it doesn't matter if this is the mistake. Like what we're looking to solve is what is the root cause of our problems, okay? If the only problems you're having is aim related, then I would like super drill into it. But it's not. We're having other macro related issues as well. Genji feeding, yeah, of course that's an issue as well, right? Like, but we can't control what our Genji does. Whatever. Okay. Nice. Yep, see? I'm glad you learned this because this is broken. This position, that jump tag is so stupid OP. It's so strong. So now you're here, super good angle, drop off, then you just go back. I understand the idea of the Deadeye, but this is why I tell people don't do blind Deadeyes, okay? If you don't see them, then don't do it. So this is like, you had the idea of the Deadeye before you even swing the corner, which is not a good practice. I need you to generally see them and then Deadeye. Like, this is not a good Deadeye. I'm glad you cancel it, but yeah. Is our team not there? Why did we give up so much space? Here, I honestly probably would have just fought this. Here, yeah, I mean, you needed to see the Wu Yang was here and fight them. The Ana will die. Yeah, you needed to kill the Wu Yang. This is like kind of an awareness thing. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but you could have saved the Ana. Taking the Wu Yang fight would have been good there. Okay, whatever. That fight was fine. Yeah, you heard him. This is fine. I like the 1v1. Aim again. Yeah, I don't really care about the aim though. Don't drop. Don't drop. Good. Good. Everything else is good here, but don't drop. Good shots on Mercy. Perfect. Just flash him, bro. Why are we walking off? You do this a lot. Like, this happens a lot. You just kind of walk off high grounds. You just on pair ESO. I killed 3 just cleaning. I don't care if you're cleaning. You can do the same thing. If you can do the same thing from the high ground, just stay on the high ground. Don't drop. Like, why are we... Us dropping just makes it easier for the Genji to kill us. That's all it is. This makes no sense. Like, if you want to drop, you would drop now. You would have dropped now to kill the Genji. Like, you would have dropped at the last possible second where you absolutely need to. Like, if you dropped because you were consciously avoiding the Wu Yang, then fine. But I know that you weren't that wasn't the case. You wanted to kill the Genji. So your rationale for dropping doesn't make any sense. It's a psychology thing. Hitting shots make people want to hold W. Yeah, press W-itis is what Apply calls it. And we need to not do that. It's really bad. We need to stay on high ground. I will send you a code where I won't drop and my team won't kill them. No, Gargamel doesn't. That's not what it's about. It's if you can do the same thing from a safer angle, do it from the safer angle. That's what it is. Also, send me the code then. If you're so confident in it, send me the code and I'll prove to you my concept. The more W's you take, the more you hit W until those W's become L's. Exactly. That is exactly it. I should high noon this, but I was saving it for Primal. This is fine. This is unfortunate. High noon here? I wouldn't even use noon here. I would not use noon here. I wouldn't use noon here. Valk. I mean, I guess you could. I mean, I think the chance of dying is just high, to be honest. You getting beamed by the soldier is really high. I mean, I guess your team would walk, so I mean, you could have dead-eyed here actually. Yeah, you could have dead-eyed here. Would have been fine. And now they're taking space. So this becomes bad. This dead-eye becomes bad because it becomes an issue of proximity, right? They're just too close now. And then you die. What does noon do versus Primal? Genuine question. So noon, if you charge your whole noon, it like basically one-shots Primal. And Winston's time to kill in Primal is pretty long. Like relatively long. If you get even a little bit of healing, you're going to survive it. And it's going to be really hard for the monkey to kill you. So you can as long as you're far away from the monkey when you first start using Deadeye, you can zone out the entire Primal normally. Does it kill Winston faster? No, it's more about like pressure. You force the monkey out. Your prime target the Primal. Yeah. Also, if you don't Deadeye, the chance that you get jumped by Primal is really high. Like most of the time, if monkey's primaling, you're the guy getting juggled. Like you or an Ana with no cooldowns or something like that. But yeah, the issue with this Deadeye is that it becomes a problem with proximity. By the time you pop it, they're just taking space again, right? So like what you mentioned about using Deadeye was actually correct. You should have popped it a little bit earlier when the Valk first came out. A good position now. I like this roll forward. This is good. This is a situation where leaving the high ground makes sense because you can't. I mean, actually, if we're being honest, what you should do here, boom, boom, boom. Actually, this is fine because timing is kind of important. This is fine. This is an example of when dropping makes sense because you have to walk forward here or else they're gonna go around the corner that you can't see them. So you have to chase it while they back cap. That sucks. But whatever. The primal monkey back capped us. Yeah, EC9. Okay. Nice. Okay, I like the Deadeye. Walk in main. Yeah, why are we going wider? Yeah, why are we going wider here? I think your tank died? Who died? Yeah, your tank died. Your tank and your Ana died here? Where your team, they're dead. It isn't even a matter of your team. Like, your team, like... It's not your team not following up with you, it's because they're dead. So this is bad awareness. And then you go wide for no reason and die. So that was an awareness issue. We are blading. There's only 3 of you alive. You killed one. It doesn't matter. Your tank died, and their tank is still alive. That's the issue. So of course you're gonna die. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like you needed to play Risk Adverse here because you're down. Even with Blade, even with Blade, you should understand your down tank. Like, how are you as Cassidy gonna follow up with the Blade? It's like impossible. Like, if you were Genji, or sorry, if you were Tracer, I can kind of understand it, but we're Cass. The best you could do right now is come to this angle and just shoot Monkey Bubble. That's it. And then be like, oh shit, they're taking space again, and then rotate back out. So this is an awareness issue. You just don't realize the count. Like, is it +1 for you guys, -1, whatever, stuff like that. In that case, you were like down 1, I think. Yeah, I generally try to avoid that like main angle, and I just stand on that staircase that I showed earlier. Okay, your timing is bad here. Your team is coming back from spawn, so this is a bad timing issue. Just click all heads. I mean, if you had a headshot aimbot, you could deadlift every lobby. Oh, show. But yeah, you just have bad timing here. Your team is respawning, so we shouldn't be going wide. And that there matters because now you stagger this entire defense, and you guys probably get capped here. No, good shot. The idea of coming left is good, but like here we're overextending, right? You have to keep in mind you're playing against Monkey, and in the Monkey matchup, the metagame is understanding who you don't want to be the dive target. That's the whole metagame, right? You come left and kill the Mercy, which is actually quite good. I don't even think the Mercy misplays, to be honest. I think she is probably doing fine. But now you know you're the dive target, so you're just dead. So yeah, it's just over for you. You have Ana. Why are you making a play contingent on your Ana? Is that consistent, and is that going to win you games? No. It doesn't make any sense. Why are we making plays contingent on other people? I have cover and in Ana. It doesn't matter. Even if you had Ana, unless you're getting nano boost, you're still going to die to Monkey. Because what's Monkey going to do? He's going to bubble you off from the Ana and you're dead. How do you not be dive target in general, not just on Cass? You play timing. Timing is really important. So it's a matter of like, okay, if you don't want to be dive target on Monkey, against Monkey, you just play back here, all the way back here. And then if you think he's going to dive you, you roll out early and leave. Or you wait for him to use his jump and then you make a rotation and do something. It's kind of hard on Cass. It's easier on like Tracer and stuff like that. Would you have more mobility? It is really hero dependent how you play the Monkey matchup or the dive matchup in general. On Cassidy, it's all about timing, taking on timing. Put the camera on Ana. Bro, it literally doesn't matter, but we'll look at Ana anyway. What were we meant to learn here? Like, it doesn't matter if you're in Ana LOS. Okay, Genji was there. Yeah, and this is why we don't make plays contingent on other people. It doesn't make any sense. Do we want to prefer angles that our team can see? Of course, we want to prefer angles that our team can see, but we don't want to take an angle betting on something. It doesn't do anything for us. Because something is going to happen. They're going to get dove. Their mouse is going to die. They're going to start jerking off in the middle of the game. They're going to do something, and then you're going to die anyway. It doesn't make any sense. Like, you want to make a play that's good for your hero no matter what. And in this situation, going extra wide here against a monkey that can dive you and also bubble off your healing doesn't make any sense. Okay, like what you would be doing, like honestly, I think going for an off angle is fine, but I think you should probably prefer this angle and to shoot people in the back like the soldier, or to come wide like this and shoot people in the back again. Right, being on this side of the map is just not going to do anything for you. I like the idea of coming left, but it's more of like, I like the idea of flanking and you should rather go right. Play as though team exists, not as though they'll help you. Yeah, exactly. Once you're in, if you're playing in coordinated play, you can think about it differently. Like if you're scrimming and like actually playing in tournaments, then you can do stuff like that. But this is solo queue. Yeah, you're right. I forgot about this. Yeah, you should be going right side. The left side angle is it's just not like a cast angle. This is like a Sojourn Ash Soldier angle. It's not a cast angle. The right side is better for cast. Once again, it's all about effective range. Like, okay, so if we had Deadeye, you could have probably done it, but we didn't have Deadeye earlier. See, I heard you in game. Yeah, you did. You actually did. And look how much more value you're getting on this angle, by the way. You're getting like infinite more value. Also, because the monkey can't mark you. This is exactly it, right? If the monkey comes and marks you right now, okay, if he came and dived you, would you die? Yeah, you'd probably die. But what would happen? Genji and Doomfist and your Kiriko get to walk forward and collapse on his backline. What do you do to warm up for scrims? Just ranked or jumping cold? I go in Vaxta. I played Tracer in scrims. So I go in Vaxta for like 20 minutes and I practice pulse bombs, blink melees, tracking, stuff like that. I don't really play Cass in scrims. Who? Yeah, exactly. I actually, unironically, and I'm not even joking, I just finished my unranked GM on Tracer. I'm GM 4 on Tracer as a one trick. I could probably teach. No, I want to get a little bit better and then I'll start teaching Tracer. No one in kill feed but me. Yeah, because you're on an infinite value angle. I mean, this is not an infinite. This is just a good angle. It's not infinite value, but it's good. There's not really an infinite value angle on this point. Yeah, but exactly. These are like the plays we need to make to carry. It's like plays that are light on resources. Just being there is enough, and like landing a bunch of shots. So good rollout. Come left side. Perfect. Like, what's nice about watching this Midtown is you're definitely doing things better, which is great. Oh, sweet. Sign me up when you start teaching Tracer. Probably won't be for a while, but I think I probably will start doing it like relatively soon. I actually like this from you, by the way, Gargamel. So you shoot the monkey a bunch, force cooldowns. Cool. And I like that you see that the monkey is half HP and start shooting him. I actually like this. Instead of committing to a rotation, you actually force them. You like commit to this. I just don't like to roll forward. Why are we rolling forward here? Like it's such a good play. Like I like you forcing, because if you just shoot the monkey, boom, 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 he's out, and then you're just safe. Like it's good. I just don't like to roll. Cool. So we're down one right now because the res went through. We rotate out once we have roll. Genji died and it's me only. He don't jump away. I don't even think it made a difference. I just wouldn't roll here. I wouldn't roll here. You said before that people recommend Tracer because you're low resources and can make, but yeah, exactly. That's literally exactly why Tracer's good. Do you just try and do as much of that as possible in every character? Yes. 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 Yes, 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 a billion times. It's literally that. It's literally require the least from your, because you basically, okay, the less resources you require from your team, the more effective players you have on your team, okay? Because if you're getting healed by your supports, is healing proactive value, okay? If I'm getting healed by an Ana, is the Ana playmaking? No, she's not playmaking, okay? She's not. you want to maximize the amount of time that your Ana spends playmaking, the amount of nades she gets to use offensively, the amount of sleeps she gets to use offensively rather than defensively. I mean, it's a little bit of a different situation, but the idea is the same, right? The amount of immorts that Baps can use in 1v1s on their own rather than by having to immort you because you misplayed, right? Stuff like that. Right? You don't want to have to force your supports to bail you out. You want to make resource light or smart plays that if they are risky and they maybe do require resources, right? Like you take an angle and you're actually losing the duel. As long as the risk reward kind of made sense in that situation, then it's largely fine. But the general idea and rule of thumb is you want to take angles, you want to force attention, you want to make plays and require the least amount while doing so, right? You're going to get the most output for the least input, always. So is that why, at least for me, when I'm better in positions, even if I don't feel like I'm doing as much as my teams? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's why you can go 6'10 on Tracer and still deadlift the entire game. Because you just force attention, force resources, force cooldowns. Even if you're not getting elims, the attention... That's why the scoreboard doesn't really matter, because it doesn't attribute for positioning, attention, stuff like that. So when I make fewer mistakes, my team also makes fewer mistakes. Exactly. It's compounding, right? The less mistakes you make, the less that your team has to bail you out for those mistakes. And as a result, the more your team gets to make plays. And that's how you climb, is you enable your team to do more. That's why Tracer will always be a good hero, because she's inherently resource light. So you basically unlock another player in a support. They don't have to care for a DPS. You can just do your own thing on Tracer and be fine. That's why Ball will generally always be a good ranked tank, because he's really good on his own. He doesn't need as much support as other tanks do. He's not like a Reinhardt that needs pocket, right? Reinhardt needs pocket, but Sigma doesn't, and neither does Ball, and that's why they're both good in ranked. And that's why Reinhardt sucks in ranked. But yeah, precisely. What you're saying is correct. But anyway, and I can go further into this, but I don't like the roll forward. Like, I just think roll forwards like that are a bad habit. I don't like, this is another example. Like, why are we rolling forward here? He's in Wraith. Why are we rolling forward? I'm on an 8-game win streak right now. Not even feeling like I'm doing much, just focusing on good positions. Yeah, good infinite value angles carry. Like, you don't even need to kill people. And this is why mechanics don't really matter that much in Overwatch, unless you're like GM. Because angles are so... Space control is so unbelievably important in Overwatch. And just threats. Like, being a threat is so important. Told you this fan the hammer will hold told you this fan the hammer the whole round. Yeah, it's just there's like... Which is stupid, I have Team Genji. I mean, it's kind of like your best play. Like, the only other play you have is go top. I mean, the Torb dies because he's dumb. I wouldn't Deadeye with Wu Ying. Oh, that's Nano. Yeah, I just don't think Nano's that good with Deadeye. Like, I would just shoot. Like, you need to just shoot here. Just shoot. Because you need to break bubble. Or, like, you needed... Like, it was really important because you would have broke bubble here really quickly with one fan. And then you can shoot the monkey in the rotation. And then he would have probably died. But we shoot him too late. Monkey is double pocket. Nothing killing him to the support scope. Yeah, pretty much. That's kind of the issue we're having. Right? Like, this Genji and the Doom... Like, the problem is... Gargamel can't really do anything as Cassie to win this. Like, if the fight is happening this early on in Choke, there's not, like, a flank available to him other than walking into Train and, like, trying to trade out. He's probably going to die doing this, but he needs to, like, try to do something. Like, Gargamel, I think, like, if you keep getting stuck here, I'm pretty sure you needed to, like, go for a Train flank. Like, at least try. Because there's just, like, nothing to do in main. You can shoot bubble, but as Zathis said, he's just going to get double support pocket, and there's nothing you can do. How I kill support with this, when I have Doom Genji, you just go Train and pray. Like, honestly, you have to just pray. Like, what I would do is, like, I would go Train mid-fight, Like I would come train, let them start fighting in main, and then like wrap the point and then shoot them in the back or something. Like that is it. The window my defenders that sees into the choke. This one? I'm talking about this. This is not gonna help him. There's no playmaking happening here if he's here. Every rewatch I close, I just rage. To the left. Oh, here? I mean, yeah, but how is he going to find this rotation? Like, this rotation, I don't think is possible. He'd have to walk through main somehow, and then, like, this is not happening. He would have to have a Symmetra. Like, that's not going to happen. Like, the only rotation he has is to like, train and then shoot them in the back. Like, that's literally it. I think you had to do this. I think you had to do this, Gargamel, because even if you die on this angle, you're going to force the monkey to deal with you. You're going to force the Reaper to deal with you, and then that's a window for your team to walk in. I climbed after these games to plat too, but I don't want to play. Yeah. Like, the problem you're having is when things don't work, like when you're stuck in choke like this and it's bad for you, you need to get creative. Like, you need to just invent something. Like here, this is actually good, right? You force them out, so walking in main is fine. The problem is Doom Genji. No, that's not how you climb. I don't give a damn whoever your tank or your DPS is. It doesn't make any, like, who cares? Who cares? The problem is, we're not making a play. How do we make a play? That's what you should be thinking. Like, stop worrying about what other people do. Don't let these people rage bait you. Because at the end of the day, are they in every single game you play? No, they're just in one of them. So who gives a damn what they do? Just play your best Overwatch, and that's how you climb. Like here, you actually make a good play. Like these guys have to give up a bunch of space, so you walk forward in main. This is great. Monkey gets pocket, unfortunate. Good flash. We get saved. Nice rotation. Like, I like this from you. This is good. Go high here. Good flash. That was all fine. You might also just oopsie a couple lucky shots and win the duel and keep the angle. I guess you need speed or sim. Yeah, I mean, it's just going to depend. But, like, here, for example, I think you're going to get stuffed again. If you can't force monkey out, yeah, you have to force top. Like, or someone needs to. I think your Genji's doing it. Is that your Genji? Yeah, your Genji's doing it. So your Genji's going to open up a window for you guys to walk main. Like, you guys need to be walking in main right now. Right now, right now, right now. This is your window. Boom. And then you just died a Torvus, unlucky. Okay, I mean, this is just kind of unfortunate. I think your more consistent angle is to walk this way because you have cover. You just need to go this way. Like, you kind of just walk in front of the cars in the open. You just need to go this way and then, like, walk behind this. So you had a bad angle. Because the thing is, like, at least if the Torb shot you, you could have rolled backwards maybe and say, I don't know. But definitely not walking to main here. Like, you have no cover on this angle. And you objectively have a better angle just playing back here. So this would have been true. But yeah, I think like just at some point you needed to force train on attack. Like in probably the second fight you guys got stuck in choke. Like we needed to force train because you just need, you know how like, how were you able on this last fight? How were you able to walk forward? Like what made you guys be able to walk forward here? It's because you have 3 people in train. I mean, that's probably way too many. Your Kiri should not be up here, but your Brig and Genji here force a rotation from the attackers, and then it lets you and the Doom walk in. There are some situations where your Genji's not here, so you need to be here because you will create the window, right? This is the stuff that's not in the scoreboard. Because your Genji and Brig came up here, it made the fight in main winnable, okay? That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why angling is so important. This fight in main is not winnable if no one's on the angle, right? Like, so the problem is we're just not making any plays, so you need to invent something, and you just didn't invent anything. Like, you didn't invent coming through here. Is it unfortunate that the monkey never died? Yes. Like, did we make some misplays? Yes, but I think the rule of thumb is we need to think about how we can play make a little bit more, right? Like, I also think, like, one thing that was a mistake here is when you're nano, this needed to be shots. Like, this is, unfortunately, I hate to say this, but this is game losing. You using Deadeye here is unfortunately game losing. This needs to be shots. Because you just don't get value from this. The monkey's anti like is such a good opportunity for you. And then it's just unfortunate. So the bad practice to Deadeye with Nano, generally. Sometimes you'll get nanoed in Deadeye. The problem is Deadeye is such a hard. I should click the rate to break shield in person. Yeah, you needed to just shoot, to be honest. Don't Deadeye. Deadeye's, because here's the thing, if you get nanoed, okay, here's the thing, Kwame. If someone on the enemy team is nanoed, what is your first thought? Like, what is your reaction to an enemy being nanoed? You're gonna kite. You're gonna start trying to kite or live, right? Okay, so every single guy right now has the idea of kiting in mind. You using Deadeye just reaffirms to them that they need to kite. Exactly, run, right, exactly. Right, so all of these guys are already gonna be leaving. So Deadeye is just not going to do anything. Like, I mean, it would have done something if Monkey Bubble wasn't here. Let's be honest. Okay, it would have done something if Monkey Bubble wasn't here. But so this is a little bit more matchup specific. But we just needed to shoot in this situation. We just needed to shoot. It's hard to identify. I understand, and this is why it sucks. But this is like we just needed to shoot here. You get so much more damage from shooting off Nano. Even on Freya ulting during Nano is such a waste of time. It is. It is. You need to just shoot. It is unfortunate that Monkey Bubble's here, but we just had to shoot. Like, it's hard for me to say. But like, really like that, and then on this attack, we also needed to, I think it was this fight. How do we lose this? I actually forgot. Go in. Don't kill the monkey. Trade out even, and then... Oh, our Doom dies. Okay, so this is lost. Here, boom. We get out. Here, honestly, go top left. Just start staging top left. And then go for it. This is what you should do. Probably your best play. Like, after you see that your Genji's not... Like, even now, after you... I will die. Okay, yeah, you will die. But that will give your team the opportunity to walk forward. It doesn't matter. You're going to trade out, but you need the space to win. You just need... Because how else are you going to get through choke? How else do you get through choke? It's impossible. Wu Yang? If you can get here against Wu Yang, I would bet on you winning. I would seriously bet on you winning. It just kind of depends where they start marking you. But it's like, yeah, how do we win this fight? We just don't. Like, there's not a way. If your Genji was playing Reaper, then maybe you can win in main, but we're just not playing a comp that can do that. I won't bet on Doom Genji. I need to stay alive. Okay, but that's how this go. Where did this get you? Where did staying alive get you? They don't really get anywhere. Maybe it's results oriented. I don't know. Maybe we couldn't do anything. I don't know. Maybe we needed to swap. I don't know. But to me, what I see as a coach is that there's no playmaking happening. It's all standing in main. And everyone knows what I think about standing in main. It's contingent on people doing things. It's contingent on our team. And we need to carry games to climb. Fuzzball was talking to me about the pyramid of Overwatch value. The top is the game. What you want to win. Then points, then elims, then ults, then abilities. And the bottom is primary fire. I mean, probably. How you should think about Overwatch's angles and space control. I should go Torp. No, here the winning play is Tracer. The winning swap here is Tracer. It's definitely not Torp because you're just going to do the same thing which you're doing right now, but arguably worse. It's like Tracer or Sojourn. What does Turret do against Reaper Monkey? Doesn't do anything. Yeah, okay, but I think that's it for this. How to play Tracer. It didn't, like, here's what it didn't matter. Like, Turret didn't matter. Like, you need to understand that the problem that your team is having is that you can't get past a pocketed Monkey, Reaper, and Choke. It's impossible. Because no one is shooting the supports. No one is forcing them to back up. So what you need to do is you need to go Tracer, triple blink into alley, get behind them, and force point, and now they have to deal with you. They have to, or they're going to lose. So like dying is okay to get to a point or a fight. Yeah, sometimes. Or to get a chance to win. Yeah, sometimes that is just what it is. Depending on your hero. If you're one-tricking Cassidy, yes. If you're playing Overwatch optimally, Gargamel would not be on Cass right now. He'd be on Tracer. Then who will kill people? Doom Genji? Probably. Yeah, Doom Genji might find a kill as everyone's kiting to come point to fight you. Right? Like, they might find a Wu Yang that's half HP due to spam and then kill somebody. And then once they come fight you, you're just going to blink out, grab Mega, come back here, force them to rotate out, and buy your team space, buy your team time. Because there's 0 chance of playmaking and choke. Literally 0 chance. There's 20% chance, if not higher, in main. So why would we not want to let our team try to make plays? Look at server I posted. Scoreboard literally does not matter. It does not matter. I'll look at it anyway, but it literally does not matter. Okay, the scoreboard is that Gargamel is 25-9, and then his Doomfist is 14-11, and his Genji is 17-13. Okay, but who cares? Because we could have went 30-9 and deadlifted. Okay, but you went 25-9. Who cares about your teammates' stat lines? It literally doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay. If we keep bringing up your teammates' stats, I'm not gonna do any more VOD reviews of yours. I'm not even joking, because it literally does not matter. Stop caring about your teammates. Stop coping. Okay. You can carry every single game you play. 95% of games you can carry. You need to play as though your team exists. They may not help you, but the correct play is to die to allow your team to make a play. Yes. No, you can't. Okay, then coaching's never going to help you, and you're going to get stuck in plat forever. I hate to say it, but it's the truth. Okay, I'm done with this VOD. We're going to move on. Let's look at Kwame. Kwame, are you here, my man? We're gonna take a look at Lijiang. Throw this in here. Yes, sir. Oh, cancel that. Hold on. Let me drop our import here. Lijiang Tower. Wait, is it this one? 55G? 30% of games winnable, 30% unwinnable, 30%. No, it's cope. It's cope. How do people do unranked GMs with 90% win rate then? How is that possible? I need to warm up for scrim. Have a nice day. Of course, you too, man. Have a good one. Thanks for tuning in.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right. This was the first game I played after rewatching your VOD review of mine. Luck happens. No, it's not. It's literally not luck, Gargamel. The 30, 30, or 40, 60, 40, or whatever. It's all cope. All of that is cope. It's so cope. Every single game you can carry. Every single game. Okay, so here. Okay, so Lijiang Tower on. So you want to see if you applied the concepts correctly or not. We win both rounds. Okay, so last time I did your VOD review was on Havana. And Havana is a little bit of a different map because it's not a good cast map. Lijiang is probably one of the best cast maps in the game. So this is going to be, so we're looking at resource. Are we resource intensive? Are we taking angles that are good for our effective range and so on and so forth? The first round was worse. Okay. So here we're not taking the angle aggressively. We unswing and then we reload. Okay, whatever. Poke out the soldier. Why are we going wide here? So we shouldn't be going wide here in this situation because the enemy team has all the space in the world. If the Orisa jabs in, we're dead. We get jabbed against the wall. We should not be going wide. Like, you would only go wide. Whoops, sorry. We should only be going wide here if our tank was taking space control, but we don't have any. So now you're alone on the angle without your mobility cooldown. This is just bad. Okay, you need to be in main. You need to just be here. I know it sucks, but it's just kind of the situation. We can't go. You can maybe make the rotation, but you can't roll for it. Because if they push you, you need to be able to roll out. Does she have jab spin? Or... yeah, she does. She could take space aggressively. And your risk is low, too. I didn't even realize that. But yeah, we shouldn't be going wider in this situation. I mean, I guess they can't punish you. Hold on, let me think about this. So hold on. What should the enemy Orisa do? Enemy Orisa is just poking. Why does the enemy Orisa not push forward? She's full HP. She just used gold, but she does have spin. She misses the timing. Take your reviews, of course. And sorry for being hard on you, Gargamel, but I'm just really passionate about the idea that you as a player almost always, like 95% of the time, have control. Okay? And if you release that idea and you yourself do not believe that you can control the outcome of the game, you will be permanently stuck. Okay? And I'd rather be delusional in the idea that every game is something I can control the outcome of than come to the understanding that some games are just lost. I'm just really passionate about that. I think it's the best way to improve, and it's like just the world I'd rather live in. Okay, so sorry about that. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to figure out if you should go wide here or not. I think if you're going to go wide here, you can't roll, but I kind of understand the roll to the angle. Because I think the timing is bad. Sorry, I'm trying to get an idea here. We get jabbed. I mean, that roll didn't really do anything for us, but whatever. Okay, whatever. Maybe it's okay. I don't know. I actually don't know. The idea of coming wide is good, but I'm not sure this is a consistent play. Because you're opening up an angle, and it's generally good range for you. So, I mean, it's fine. But against other comps, it's not going to be as good. But, I mean, whatever. That's going to be always the case. I notice I often use roll off cooldown a lot. Yeah, like, why are we rolling here? This roll doesn't make any sense. Okay. I mean, your macro is not that bad. It's, like, largely fine. Taking an angle here is good. What rank is this, by the way? There's diamond. Shoot the Pharah. Okay, we have Kwame. We have D2. Okay, yeah, it looks like diamond to me. You have to aim head level always, 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 always. Like here, I think you're on console, but it doesn't really matter. It's the same concept. Like here, you should be turning the corner. That shot's fine in my opinion, but why are we instantly aiming at her floor? Don't mind this bit. I mean, but why are we aiming? Like, I jammed. Okay, well, if I see more of this, then we need to fix it. You should be aiming. You should always be aiming head level as Cass. The flank is not bad though. I actually don't mind it on this timing, but we just need to hit more shots. It's like kind of what it comes down to here, which is why I'm mentioning crosshair placement, because it actually matters. Yeah. Yeah, like we should be aiming head level on soldier right now. Okay, but we come right side to open up an angle, which is good. Shoot the Orisa as she walks in. I probably wouldn't be shooting the Orisa right now. Here, I mean, you're already on the angle. Boom, just go wide. Just go wide. You're gonna have infinitely more pressure shooting backline right now than shooting the Orisa. Yeah, I would actually just go wide here. Cause I think this is like an angle that's good for 2 here. I don't really know how they clear you, so I would, yeah. And now you're just too late. That's the problem. So you shot the Orisa, now you were too late to the angle, and then you miss all of your timing because you're just slightly too late. And then it's over. And then we use a bad Deadeye. So that was your problem. You just need to go backline like immediately. Like the angle, okay. So if you were on this angle, then yes, shoot Orisa as she's walking in. But because you're deep like this, you should not see the Orisa walking in as a target. You should see it as an opportunity. So you should see the Orisa walk in and be like, okay, she's separated from her backline. Boom, swing backline. That should have been your play. If you were here, then yeah, shoot Orisa, but you weren't there, right? So that was kind of the situation you were in. Okay, what was this? I think you come out too early. Where's your tank? Wait, what? Okay, I just like totally missed all of this. How did any of this happen? Okay, so we Deadeye. Okay, you get out. I missed this part. I thought you died. So you get out. Okay, missed the shots on Juice WRLD. It's unfortunate. Okay, die to Pharah. Then we get rezzed. Okay, we're back on the angle. Huge. You're with your team. Don't roll forward here. It's okay. This roll is okay. But, okay, why are we aiming at his hips? Here? Yeah, you can see it again. Why are we, like, you need to be aiming head level, always. Why are we shooting Center Master? Oh, okay. Yeah. Just shoot a little trigger happy there. I like the angle. And you need our Mega. Nice. Nice shots. Yeah, here I just want to go coast. Coast is just generally not a good angle for cast because it's an issue of proximity, right? The only times you really want to be coming coast is if you know the enemy team is like here or they're here, right? They're far away from you. The problem with this is that if you come coast and they're right there, you're always losing. It doesn't even really matter who it is, unless it's like Ashe. You're always losing, right? So I just wouldn't be taking that angle. Like once you get this Pharah kill, I think your best play is to actually go back in main. Especially because you're down. I think your tank died. No, actually no one died. Never mind. I'm tripping. But I would just go back in main here because this is just like a proximity issue, right? You get marked by the Orisa. You could have died here if this Orisa was better. Yeah, I personally would just go main. I'm gonna be honest. I wouldn't be on this particular angle. It ends up working out for you, right? But I'm not gonna act like this is terrible. I think the idea is good. I think there are worlds where it works, but I would have preferred being in main in this particular situation. I don't think it's bad. So I wouldn't worry about this in particular. If you keep doing this play and find it good, then whatever. Got it? All right, no problem. Okay, I mean, that Ana just needs to die. Like, what? Okay, so here, let's look at this. I like that you ignore the tank. Perfect. Literally perfect. Come wide here. Roll for a reload. Okay, you needed to roll into the wall. Like, you needed to roll into this wall here. So, but you kind of just roll backwards and it makes you unswing. So you needed to roll into the wall for the reload and then shoot her again. So a little bit of a micro error there. You see what I'm saying about my aim now? I mean... I don't really know how aim works on controller, but I mean, I do see a crosshair placement issue. Like you're almost consistently not aiming head level. I don't know if you've gotten one single intentional headshot yet. Maybe you have, but like right now, even you're aiming for hips, you're aiming for knees. Like we need to be aiming for heads. And the reason I'm mentioning this so much is you genuinely do lose so much value by not doing this. Like you lose like countless value. Like there's a lot of kills you'll miss because you're just not. This is a good Deadeye, by the way. Why is this a good Deadeye? You're on an angle, no one's looking at you, and you're far away. And there's really nowhere for these guys to go, so they're screwed. So this is a good Deadeye. I like it a lot. Great job. And this flank is good too. Nice. Great job. Yes, you're applying the principles well. Like your macro is good. I actually like your macro a lot. This is what carrying on Cassidy looks like. So this is good. This is winning Cassidy. I like you going on a different angle. Do know that you can roll across this gap here. Just stand here and roll across and you'll make it. You have to jump. So you jump, roll, and then you'll land over here, and then you can go for this flank. I do it. Not all the time, but I do it a lot. It's really good. The problem with this is just the rotation is longer. I like this a lot. I actually love this. I love this. This is fantastic. Boom. Okay. But I'm going to be honest. I like the idea, but the better angle is just this. This is just a better angle in this fight. Like what you should have done, if you wanted to do this play, you need to roll out, roll across the gap, come right side, and just shoot them from here. And it's just better. The only time it's not better is when they like teleport into the window or they play like Diva or Monkey, because then you can get marked really easily and just die. So you got to be careful. But if you see that they're playing those comps, then make this play. But honestly, even then, you should never shoot them from here. Why are you shooting them from here bad, Kwame? Why do you not want to shoot them from here? What's the answer? Not in range, exactly. That's literally exactly why. Okay, if you're playing Tracer and you want to tag them and force them to turn a little bit, sure, but we're playing Cass, okay? And what do we want to do on Cass? We want to carry. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to come, you need to complete the, you need to be here, okay? This is your end. If you're going to make this flank, you need to come all the way. And I actually do this in games. This is not a bad play at all. It's actually a good play. Come all the way around and shoot them in the back. Because they're going to be like, why the hell is there a Cassie flanking us right now, and turn around and try to deal with you. And even if you die, the enemy team has to give up so much space to deal with you. Okay, so you needed to complete the rotation here. Because then you eat 2 Ana shots and then you're forced out. I think I do that at some point. Perfect. Yeah, you do it here. You just need to do it earlier. Right? You lost this fight because you didn't do anything. That's why you guys lost. Like, why you didn't do anything. You were cosmetic. Oh, okay, let's look at this 1v1. Whatever. Not a problem. Come back garden or bridge side. That's fine. Spam out Orisa. Okay, I like this. Shoot Pharah. Take a good angle for cast. You just lose the 1v1. Here. So you don't have roll. So don't go so wide. That's the only problem, right? Like, is this roll back? Actually, let me see the roll. So you go to the angle. Boom, boom. Okay, you rolled into cover when no one was looking at you. So I don't really know why you do this. And then you re-swing. I actually don't mind you re-swinging. I think it's fine because the fight's in your effective range. But look at this from Juice WRLD's perspective. Look how wide you are from the angle, okay? It takes you so long to go back to cover because you don't have roll, right? Like, if you're going to play so wide from the cover, you need to have roll. But it's off cooldown. I think it was for the reload at the time. I mean, it didn't really, like... I think you had 3 bullets left. You didn't even need to reload. Yeah, you had 3 bullets left. You don't even need to reload. But it was bad now. The issue is less in the roll, right? Like, I actually don't mind. The roll is okay. Okay, it's not ideal, but it's okay. The problem is that you don't really understand that when you swing angles, when your roll is on cooldown, you have to play safer, right? Because you don't inherently have your quote unquote get out of jail free card anymore. Right, you can't just roll back into an angle anymore. So you have to play safer, right? Also, you're not aiming high level once again, right? And as a result, you don't get a headshot that you need to win this fight. So yeah, you needed to play this. You needed to realize that you don't have rolls, so you have to play the duel safer. I like you fighting the cast. I think it's fine. But like, honestly, we need to hit a headshot. I don't care if you kill him, but you need to hit 1 headshot. We don't really hit any, but whatever. I think I'm just trying to take pressure off me. I think the angle is fine. I don't have a problem with you taking the angle. It's how you do it. This is a micro critique. But yes, you coming to this angle like this is really good. I like it a lot. You coming wide here is really like your macro is good. Your macro is good here. So I personally wouldn't be okay. This is actually really good. Okay, so okay. This is actually insanely good. So the reason this is a good play is because you guys no longer have a win condition. You guys have no ultimates. So the win condition is now taking a rat angle or pulling a rat angle. That's how you carry, right? The enemy team has Deadeye, Nano, Orisa ult. So they're gonna do something. I don't think this is gonna be the winning angle though. I think the winning angle would have been to jump up these rocks. So you can like jump on all of these rocks, stand up here, and then like go here. Like you need to do something even crazier than this. But the idea is good, right? If you like the idea to take the angle is good, given that you're at a severe ultimate disadvantage, right? Because you're likely going to lose the fight. I did not know you could do that. Not gonna lie. Well, now you know. Yeah, you can jump on these rocks. Boom, 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 boom. Jump on this rock and then go over here. And then I would like stay in this room and then like go for a late flank or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Like get creative. You can literally. There's a lot of different possibilities there, but. Like, this is too passive now. Are you denying the rotation? Yeah, it's good, but it's just, like, carrying? And I don't really think so. Like, you just missed your opportunity, right? Like, you could have had a way crazier play there. Like, the play would have been... Like, you jump up the rocks, and then you stand here, and then you shoot the cast now, like, flash fan him or whatever, and he dies. That would have been crazy. And then you walk behind them and shoot them all in the back and you just deadlift the entire fight. That's how you would have played that. But yeah, you had the idea of coming to the angle was good, but I actually don't even, yeah, you needed to identify that you didn't have, your team didn't have a win condition. So you needed to invent like a rat play, but you had the idea kind of, but your execution wasn't great. This is starting to get like, what I just mentioned is like a lot of a higher level concept. Like I don't really talk about that very much. That's more of like a Masters Plus concept, which is starting to be relevant to you. And also on this map in general. This map is just a really good cast map. So a lot of, like there's not a lot of bad angles for casting on this map. Yeah, okay. Kwame, you have to fix this. This should be what you practice. Why are you aiming at his knees? You need to fix this. You have to aim head level. Yeah, we're not hitting any headshots. Like yeah, you see it? I hope you do. Because it's really important. Really, really, really important. Yeah. But your macro was good. Your macro was good. I liked it a lot. I like your decision making. I think it's good. Like, but a lot of those duels you lose because you need to hit one headshot. Because if you hit one headshot, they're gonna roll out, they're gonna use biotic field and leave, they're gonna demand resources, whatever, and that's it. Like you don't even need to kill them, you just need to hit a headshot to force something. But you just kind of don't do enough. But let's take a look at the Coliseum here as well. Well, I still gotcha. But yes, your homework should for sure be crosshair placement. And how you fix that is go into Vaxta or Thanks8, THNX8, and just practice shooting bots in the head for 20 minutes a day. Okay. So Coliseum is a tougher cast map. I don't really remember this game, but I think I struggled. Okay. Your notes were... I was trying to look for flank routes, however, found myself either being too late or getting denied in off angle by Tracer. Okay, perfect. Just don't really know how to play this map. Yeah, Coliseum is a tough map. So here, you need to deny this left lane. You need to contest this left lane. It's really strong for you. I should basically never really see you in main. The only times I should see you in main is when like your team is already fighting here or whatever. It's just that these fights just aren't really good for Cass. There's not great cover. The range is too long. It's just kind of, it's really awkward. So you want to be more on this left side of the map. Like here. Okay. How many bots today? I'll get to yours, Jared. We still have yours. It's good to see you, by the way. We're going to do Kwame's second one now. And then I'll do Jared's. And then I will do Monsieur Chapeau's. And then we'll probably wrap it up. So we have, what, 3 more? Counting this one. And then I've done 3 already. So we'll do 6 total today. But like here right now, you should be coming left. Where's your tank, by the way? Okay, your tank, I don't even know what your tank is doing. Here, I'd be like right here right now, shooting tank or whatever. And then shoot tank. And then if I feel threatened, then give space. But I kind of want to fight for this. I saw Tracer go left, so I didn't want to stack, but should I have gone anyway? Okay, this is a situation where you should stack if your only angle is on that same, your best angle is on that side, on the same thing. And honestly, I'll be real with you, like you kind of just need to come left because you want this. This is the end goal. This angle is what you want. This angle is really good. It's really, really, really strong. I don't think playing in main is like probably okay here. But I already bet you guys are gonna lose this. There's a 70% chance you guys lose this fight on the sheer virtue of space control. The enemy team just has more space, so I think they're gonna win. More space means more plays. Right? There's an Ashe on the flank and you die. Yeah, we get flanked by Ashe. Yeah, like that's the problem. Like, Overwatch is all about space control, right? Like, we need to fight aggressively. So, like, we need to go... I understand, like, your Orisa is misplaying, don't get me wrong. Like, your Orisa is playing this way too passive. But what we should be doing, in my opinion, is playing this angle. And then, like... man, but, like, you can't really come left here. Because if you do, you can get marked by Ashe. And then you're kind of stuck. It's definitely not this though. There's no way. Genuine question: what do I do about the Ashe though? I mean, there's nothing you can do about that Ashe, right? It like literally basically nothing. Which is why I'm not really like. I'm trying to think about how. Like, where did things go wrong? Yeah, here. So here's the problem. Here. Your intention should not be to come to cover here. Your intention should be to jump off high ground and then take space immediately. Because here's what happens, right? You don't take space. Okay, let me zoom out. Oh, sorry, let me do that. Okay, so you drop off high ground. You're here. You stand here. If you walk forward, you would be about here right now. And you could have shot the Tracer and controlled the space. But you miss your timing. So now the Roadhog is able to be here comfortably when you could have forced the Tracer off the angle. Like you missed your window. It's like really hard to see, but let me show you again. Here. Okay. So here. Boom, you drop. Okay. And then you kind of stay on the angle. If you kept going, it looks something like this. Boom, 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 boom. You'd be here about now, okay? You'd be here about now. And then you could force the Tracer out, or a single body shot, or even just your sheer presence, I'm going to be honest. It's going to force the Tracer out of the angle like this. And then now you have the space and the opportunity to wrap this way and like stand here or like literally anywhere in this box. Doesn't really matter. Stand somewhere, okay? So then you have angle control. But now the Tracer gets to stand here for free. I mean, she ends up giving it up in favor of main. But this would have been your opportunity to do something. Right now, you can't really take the angle because of the Roadhog threat. Right? Because the Roadhog is close enough where he can just swing this angle like this and deny this entire box. So you missed your timing is like the key issue here. Right? Like the metagame, what you really need to understand is that the metagame on Coliseum is like this space control is extremely important. Extremely, extremely important. The Ashe flank at the end of the day, you can't do anything. Let's be real. Like the guy just took a crazy flank and killed you. But it's more so it's like, how do we get proactive value? And it's in this space and you just don't really see that. Right? And you get caught in main and die. Do you troll? I don't think you're trolling, right? Like I think your idea is fine, but it's like, if we're talking about making the optimal play, we missed our window. Right? And there will be some situations where it's like they're playing D.Va. Okay, if they're playing D.Va, then you'll hear the D.Va and then you'll give up the space. Right? But I think if we want to discount the fact that you have to play main, you kind of have to play main in this situation, I think largely what you did was fine. I mean, this roll is bad. Like, generally, like, you're not getting shot, but so this is a bad habit from you, by the way. You're not getting shot, so why are we rolling back into the angle? It doesn't make any sense. Like, you just give you give the enemy team a 6-second window to kill you. Okay, roll is your most important cooldown. You should only be like, if you rolled here, if you shot your whole mag and then rolled for uptime to shoot the hog more, then that's fine. You heard the Tracers fighting? Honestly, even if that is the case, I don't want you to roll for it. I'd rather you just walk over there and shoot them. Roll is like a primarily defensive cooldown. Like I mean, maybe it's okay. Maybe it's okay. Let's act like it's fine. Because you can argue for it. Yeah, here's the thing, like, I just don't really see what else you could have done. Like, the only other thing you could have done is, like, in this mid-fight, come left and help with the trade. Like, that's it. Like, do something. Like, take risk. Maybe you get hooked, maybe you don't. Like, I don't know. That's the only other thing I can recommend. Like, but there's not really, like, another, like, easy call for me to make. It's just, like, but you can kind of clearly see why part of why main isn't that good for Cass. Also, you need to be hitting more headshots. Like, part of a big reason Cassidy is good is he's really good in the tank trade, especially against brawl tanks like Roadhog, like Orisa, so on and so forth. Right, but if you're not really hitting headshots on them, you lose a lot of value. So you need to keep rotating. So here, shoot them, shoot them. You should be moving left, shoot them, shoot them, shoot them. Reload, come here, shoot them again. Because another thing you want to do is that this BAP is going to want to jump up here eventually, and you'll deny that rotation from him if you get here. There's also a mini here as well, so it's really good for you. But that's the best angle. Oh, don't drop here as well. Which I think you realize that's a mistake. This was stick drift. Okay, that's fine. But yeah, don't drop there. Okay, I would not come left room here. So here whenever you're like quote unquote defending on push, this angle is not as good, neither is this one. Just play bridge. Just play bridge and shoot them. This angle is way better. You have high ground, it's harder to push you. They have to make a longer rotation to push you, and then you have more rotations available to you. I prefer main. The only time I come here is when like I'm the only guy who can clear somebody in the room or something. Like this off angle, just not, you can kind of see, right? It's just not that good, right? Boom, you're on the off angle. Even here, you don't really see that much. And they can unswing you pretty easily. They have a lot of space control on that side, so they can just unswing. In this situation, I don't like coming mini. I'd prefer you just being main. But whatever. That defense right there is really tough for Cass in general, though. It's really, really tough. Because of how just the angles work, it's really awkward. A lot of people play dive. Okay, we just get stuck on the door frame here. I actually don't mind this that much. How do we use roll? Yeah, don't roll to the angle. Don't roll to the angle. This is exactly why you don't, like, this is why I don't recommend rolling forward. You roll forward, you have 6 seconds to die. They push you within that 6-second window. You don't have roll to get out fast enough, and you die. This is precisely why. Precisely why I don't like when people roll to angles. I don't think like this was in particularly time sensitive. Because the problem with rolling here anyway is like the window for you to shoot them through this hallway is so small anyway. You can maybe get 2 shots in as they back up. Okay, it's just not good. So we shouldn't be rolling to this angle. It gets you killed. This is precisely why I think like roll is so important. Like, I don't actually mind you taking an angle, but we just can't roll to it. You just can't roll to it. Okay. We're back in main. Shoot Roadhog. Okay, you can't let this Tracer take space. So what you should be doing here, don't come main. You need to stand here because you need to deny this rotation. This Tracer taking space will lose you the game. It will lose you the game. Because now, because you're not there denying the rotation, what she can do is she can come left and shoot your team in the back. She can now deny this rotation from you, Okay, so now your team has less space. Like now our team only has this. And this is your fault. You could have stood here and stopped this tracer from making a rotation, and it makes it way hard. Because if you're right here, what does the tracer do? Like what plays did the tracer have? Well, she now has to she can either fight you on the angle, or she has to back up completely and flank through the door back here, which takes longer. And requires cooldowns if she wants good timing. Right? So you needed to deny the rotation. And this is why I'm saying, like, this left side of the map, it's like, this is the meta game. It's really good for Cass. So you end up getting lucky that the tracer doesn't leverage the window. Like, the tracer probably should have blinked through here and shot the on in the back, but the tracer sucks, okay? So that's her mistake. But you needed to deny the rotation from the very beginning. Why? And also, why are we rolling away from the tracer? Like, this doesn't make any... You need to fix this. It's very fortunate that you have these issues, by the way, because these are really easy issues to fix. Like this habit of rolling like this is really, really easy to fix. Boom. Okay, just spend 10 games consciously thinking about rolling. Do you really need to roll here? Like I want you to start dying, Kwame, because you're greeting your roll too much. And then back it up from there. Like roll as a defensive cooldown. Your idea should be to greet it defensively, right? Roll out of things, not into things. Good. Now you can test the tracer, you kill her, and now you have the whole angle, and I wouldn't be surprised if you deadlift the entire fight. Perfect, exactly. Like these are the angles we want. Yeah, I'm too trigger happy for roll. Yeah, precisely. But this is like the deadlift angle, right? This left side of the map. It's really good for Cass. Look for the break, perfect. I think his angle's okay. I don't really like this angle because you can get stuck. Yeah, like here. But it's okay. Oh, whatever. Like, it's okay. I think, like, the alternative is you just play main. Like, if you don't want to do a play like that, I think the alternative is you stand here. Here's how you do it. You stand here. You wait till the cart is under the bridge. And then you rotate under here, and then you like help your team or whatever. It's kind of the play. Yo, do you want to sub for a scrim? I mean, does it need to be right now? What role? I don't know if I can do it right now. I have 2 more codes to go through. I can do it, but it won't be for another hour. Support. Yeah, I can do it, but it won't be for another hour. You can ask Alexis. Anyway. Okay, sounds good. Okay, so... Okay, what is going on here? So we come left side, you hear the Ashe. Come main. Mark her. Dude, this is a roll... If I've ever seen a roll forward opportunity, it's right here. These are the type of opportunities you should roll forward, flash, and then fan. This is it. You hit a headshot. She didn't coach out immediately. Boom, I'm going for it. Boom, roll forward right now. Roll forward right now. Go for the kill. I don't care. You might die, but the risk reward is there. It's definitely there. So you missed your opportunity. She coaches out, so now she's gone. I was low-key AFK this fight. Yeah, after she gets out, you needed to leave. You need to go main. You found someone? Okay, perfect. At this point, after you don't kill her, you need to come back and contribute in main. You just need to contribute to the fight. Going for this Ashe's throw. Because after you hit that headshot, Kwame, she's out of the fight. She can't do anything. Or she has to go back main and it's really awkward for her. But you just heard her use coach. Right? It's going to be really, really awkward for her. So you making the wrap play doesn't really make any sense in this situation. It's very fortunate that your team does something, but you needed to go back main. Yeah, for sure. Or what you would have done is you would have boom, hit the headshot, force the Ashe off the angle, and then you would stand on the high ground. You would not drop. You would just shoot them from here. This angle is really good. That would have been your play.
Thanks, Doc. We're almost there.
Okay. Nice.
Okay, great. Okay. Let's see here. So we come to the angle. Should we have stayed? Hold on. So here. Okay, hold on. Sorry, I'm like bouncing between things right now.
We're almost there.
Yeah, here your instinct should not be to come here. The issue with coming in the mini room here is proximity, okay? This is just close, right? They're going to take space. You literally hear them come across bridge, right? They're going to take space. Your instinct should not be to come mini room. It should instead be to come wide like this and then come on this angle. That should be your instinct. So you commit to a weird rotation, then you catch the tracer, and then they drop off to contest point. Okay. Now you're on this angle, which is fine. Headshots on Zen. Shoot Sigma. Go high ground. Honestly, I probably would have just stayed and shot Sigma. I think this is okay. I mean, I don't think it's the end of the world. I wouldn't have dead-eyed because 2 people already died. But the idea of solo dead-eyeing someone is fine. But it's like the 2 people are already dead. Also, if you want to solo dead-eye like this, rule of thumb is if you want to solo dead-eye like this, just hit a shot first. I don't think you even hit a shot on her. Oh, you hit 1 shot. Whatever. I don't really know what the play was that fight. That fight was just kind of awkward. And this is what I'm saying. Like, Calcio is not an obvious map for me. It's really tough. Like, I low-key think your best play here is just shoot tank. Just shoot tank. Because you're on an off angle. It makes it awkward for Sigma. You just shoot tank. 4 Sig cooldowns. Yeah, I think you just stay here. I don't know. I don't know. Or maybe maybe it just comes down to killing the Ashe, right? Because if you kill the Ashe here, also you're on a deep angle, but then you die to trees, you're coming back from spawn. So I've literally no idea what to do in that fight. Okay, I would not roll off the high ground here. I guess you want to stop. I guess you want to be the touch. But you're not really playing for touch. Like, I don't really know. Was your idea to, like, to catch the Ashe, or what was the idea here? Nice headshot. 4 Ashe, okay. I don't like this. Because the Sigma, you drop, and then if you don't really know where the enemy team is looking, right? And for all you know, they could be looking at the bot right now, and they see you drop and just 2-shot you and you die. Right? Like, I don't really like the drop. So I don't really like this. I would prefer you just stay on the high ground or complete the rotation, kind of like your Orisa is doing. I see my Orisa push forward, so I go to get her exit. I would think about it in terms of risk reward, though. Like, what is the risk reward in you dropping like this versus the risk and reward of you going this way? I think you have substantially higher. I mean, I get it, but I personally wouldn't drop here. I don't think because at the end of the day, I don't know where the enemy team is, right? I think the better, more consistent play is to walk across the bridge and shoot her. I think it's more consistent. But whatever. It's not that bad. Like, I get it. I get why you did what you did. That's fine. Okay. This is fine. Alright, the tracer come right side. Now we're flanking. And it's over. Man, really? She just kind of gets pulse bomb and explodes. It's just low-key unfortunate. I like that you check over the bridge first and you just kind of die. I think this is fine. Nice roll. This Ashe, nice job. Yeah, this is exactly why you want to be here, by the way. You want to deny this rotation from the BAP. He's getting pocket here, and it's a little bit unfortunate that he's winning this because he used lamp, but the idea of being here is good. Don't drop. I would not drop here. Drop only when you're like, if the consequences of you staying there is literal death, right? Like, because the problem is you're gonna drop and you're gonna be out of the fight for so long. Like, your team needs you to have pressure. So like, you don't need to drop here because you're not getting forced out. So stay here. Yeah, look. No one was even pushing you. So Bam's like, you would have just had way more value, way more value. But you drop, and then now you're out of the fight for like 10 seconds. I mean, you catch the Ashe. Let's see. They orm you off? Yeah. You have to get greedy with it. You have to get greedy. You catching the Ashe is just lucky, I'm gonna be honest. This is just lucky. Yeah. I mean, it's fortunate that we kill Ashe here, but I think your more consistent play is to stay on the high ground. Because now it's like, yeah, what do we do from here? I mean, this wrap is good, given that you were in that situation. Yeah, but the timing is bad here, by the way. So here, you need to look through the wall, see where your team is. See where your team is? Your team is way back there. They're way far away. This is way too early. You need to just stand here. Like, you need to stand here and then go now is when you would go. Boom. But you go too early, so the Sigma is shooting you and you die. Like, that's the problem. I had another VOD that was like this not too long ago. So the angle's good in that situation, but you just go too early.
30 seconds remaining.
Nice. Fighting for left is correct. This Deadeye is kind of crazy. Did you Deadeye before the Bob comes out? Wow, that's actually lucky. You actually try to shoot the Tracer and you kill Brig. Wait, what?
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, you accidentally kill her. That's insane. Yeah, Deadeye after Bob here is crazy. Well, it's very lucky you don't die. That's a bad Deadeye. And it's just kind of lost. This is a tough game. That's aim assist? Oh, the break? Oh, that is crazy. I never actually thought about that. This was a tough game. I think your first fight needed to be better. You kind of just need a first fight to be better. And then I think you could have snowballed into a victory here. And there was a bunch of like you need to fix your rolling. You need to fix your crosshair placement. They're both bad and you're losing a bunch of value. Like, you died on the angle, that one angle you like flanked, like I'm not gonna go to win because I forgot when, but like you died on the time you played the angle because you just used a bad roll. Like, you rolled forward here for the angle. We need to clean that up. You also like roll for reloads and it's just kind of not good. Like, rolls should be used defensively most of the time. There's very few situations where you want to use roll for like headshot uptime so you can just keep farming tank or like things like that. Like, if you watch me play, I'll roll sometimes for reload when I'm like when I'm super far away from the enemy tank and they have no mobility to kill me. So I know I'm not going to get pushed in the next 6 seconds. That's like the only time I'll like roll. And I'll roll forward when I can guarantee a kill or when it's like a really time sensitive angle. Like when I'm going for a deep flank and I need to be there now, I'll roll type of situation. But I think this was a tough game, to be honest. Like, the margin for error for you was very low that game. The enemy team was doing a lot of cool flanks, high agency plays, and that's why they were doing well. Tracer was flanking, Ashe was flanking. I mean, the Ashe was also trolling, but flanking in itself is just extremely high value. So it was good. But anyway, Kwame, I hope that was helpful. Thank you for the VOD. So basically, be more intentional with roll and fix. Yeah, I would just make that your homework for now. You have a good understanding of macro, right? And also go back and watch some of my older streams because, and look for maps that you don't know, you have problems with, and listen to the advice I give for macro, right? Where should you stand? What space is important, so on and so forth. Because each map kind of has their own metagame. But generally, you can decipher what you should be doing based on the principles of your hero, right? Which is medium range, low mobility, right? Like that should generally be able to point to you. You can generally infer what is best or better, and then you can listen to me for generally what is best. But yeah, thank you for the VODs, Kwame. I think Masters is easy. I think you should be hitting Masters in no time. You need to, if you got like 10% more headshots, I think you probably could have won Coliseum. Yeah, it was very helpful, of course. Thank you for the VOD, bro. Okay, but we're gonna hop into the next one. Jared, let's take a look at your gameplay. Let's go to new page. Jared Rialto. I just played this, thought I'd show you a loss. Sounds good to me. How long is stream been? Almost 3 hours. Okay, sounds good. All right, Gambit on the Cassidy. Okay, so on Rialto, your attack rollout should always be left bridge. It's just more consistent. Don't use roll here. Get ready to be disappointed. It's how it goes. Jared, have you watched any of my VOD reviews on Rialto before? I think you have because you know about this rotation. But so this is a good rotation. I love to see this. Wow, blue team is not fighting for any of this. This is crazy. So we have a ton of space to work with. You need to make the rotation. Nice roll. Great job. So far, perfect macro. Literal perfect macro. We could have taken a little bit less damage, but I'm not going to beat you up for it. Come to the angle early. What am I about to be disappointed about? Because this looks like textbook Cassie right now. I don't really like the roll, the flash technique. I wish the flash technique was a little bit cleaner here. So here on the Sojourn, I'd prefer boom, flash the floor, then flick back up the body, but this is fine. I mean, it's okay. I prefer flashing floor. But, all right. Go immediately to the angle. What am I about? You're actually deadlifting. What? Actual textbook Cassidy here. This is what carrying on Cassidy looks like. Later on? Okay. Gotcha. Come to high ground angle. Is Rialto generally a good map for you? It should feel pretty, at least first. First point should at least feel pretty comfortable for you. Because it is actually quite good for cast in my opinion. Okay. So here just, yeah, you need to stop shooting Orisa. Just keep shooting back on. Just keep shooting back on here. Ignore Orisa. Okay. This is fine. Reswing the angle. Okay, now we leave. Okay, cool. Get Mercy Pocket. Chillin'. Probably in this situation, probably get full healing. I actually don't mind that you leave early just to get back on the angle because it is kind of time sensitive. But I'm going to be honest, it is relatively easy for you to get full healing here. Right, like you are getting Mercy Pocket. You could have just got full healing. So I probably would have got full healed here, then came back to the angle. Yeah, because now you get hit by Helix and then you're kind of screwed, right? So I would have probably gotten full healing. But there are some situations where you don't want full healing. Like if you're 220 HP, then that's fine. But I would have just done that. But your macro is fine. Good position. Oh, why are we W keying toward this Orisa? Right now, here's what you should be doing. Boom. Soldier dead. Instant. Roll left. Come through this door and do the same thing. Just do the same thing again. Because here's the problem. You're going to come main. How do we carry in main? How do we carry in main, guys? We don't. There's no carrying happening in main. Yeah. So, I mean, you realize it, which is good, and then you give up main and come left. So, this is perfect. So this is good self-realization. IW key a lot. Okay, that would be one thing to fix. Because like you walking toward this Orisa is really bad. Like this is really bad. You need to fix this. Good teams will punish you because you don't even have roll here as well. So you are really vulnerable in this position. So this is like 6-second window to die for sure. But the enemy team sucks, fortunately. But it's good that you recognize that you can't win in main and you come top left. So this is perfect. Come top left. And then come to this window. Okay, blind. Why are we doing this, bro? Don't blind Deadeye. Do not blind Deadeye. I know you think it's going to be a good play, which is fine. It could be a good play. But check it first and then go for it. Because you would have checked this and then realized that you would have started getting shooted by the soldier coincidentally and then realized that you can't commit to it. So don't always think you're going to, like, coming to an angle will guarantee. You heard spear. But that's the problem. You heard spear, so you know you can identify that it's a good window, but just because there's a good window to use Deadeye doesn't mean you always have to use Deadeye. Is the problem, right? Like, you heard spear, so you should be like, oh, I could use Deadeye now, which is good. Like, I actually like that from you. But you don't even see, literally no one is on your screen, and you're already using Deadeye. This is my problem. And what I'm saying is that if you peeked the corner first, if you actually had good Deadeye hygiene, and peeked the corner first to see the Orisa, and then use Deadeye, you would have coincidentally prevented yourself from getting shot in Deadeye by the soldier. You'd have like coincidentally saved yourself. Anyway, didn't really. But anyway, it's just good. It's good Deadeye hygiene to swing the angle first and then Deadeye most of the time. Okay, there are some situations like on Hollywood 3rd where you can just kind of swing and be fine. What rank is this? Jared, what rank are you? I don't know. Well, I can actually check the thing. This is diamond. Jared isn't diamond. But you kind of, because the problem is you kind of had to drop. Like, I understand why you drop here because you're going to die soldier if you don't drop. So it was either drop with Deadeye or cancel and roll is like your play. But the idea of going top is fine. D4? Okay. Yeah, but I'm going to be honest. Like, I'm not even... So here's what I'm doing. I would have come top here. Boom. I'm actually not even committing. I'm coming right side like this and shooting. Because here's what you saw earlier. Here, you saw that their team was pushed up, right? The Orisa's in main. The Wu Yang's in main. The Sojourn's in main, you can hear her, right? So you know they're actually pushed up. So it's less about flanking them, and it's more about just opening up another angle. And you can actually do the same thing from here, and it's like just as good. Is this angle better? Honestly, no. Because the problem is, they're all going to be under you, and your angle is like looking down like this, and aiming like this is really difficult. So I would have actually preferred you peek this angle. You would have coincidentally dodged the soldier here. But this is just a situation where even though this is generally where you want to be because you want the bridge angle, sometimes you just need uptime in the fight. Like here would have been good enough because it's the Wu Yang is in your effective range. You have comfortable cover. You have a rotation available to you if you need it. It would have been good enough, right? So I would have actually preferred you just come here and shoot the Wu Yang or shoot the Sojourn. And if you get pressured out by Orisa, I mean, she can't one-tap you, so you just roll out and you're fine, right? But I'm not going to act like this is the end of the world, right? You still coming to this far window is still good, but I think we could have made something slightly more optimal, right? This is still good. It's still good, but yeah. Okay. Did we get stuck here? No, we can't. Okay, cool. Okay, macro, 8 out of 10. You almost did it perfectly. Micro, could use some work. Yeah, you see. All right, gotcha. Gotcha. Boom, Genji's in. What are we doing? Matching Genji's intention. All right, we're in. We're actually so in. Genji dies instantly. Oh, wait, he gets health regen? Wait, actually, perfect. Perfect macro. Great job. You stage by going top, so you're not on cart, which is perfect. You're not on the floor. Now, because you had, look, notice this by the way, because you had good staging and good macro, you are now in a position to follow up on your Genji's blade. Okay, there are a bunch of people that have vaulted on Rialto who just main bot and stand on cart, and they never ever would, they would have been like, Genji, why are you ulting so far? Why are you, they'd be saying stuff like that, but because you positioned correctly, you can actually follow up on that. So great job. This is why good positioning matters. This is why staging matters. Should your Genji have bladed there? I don't know. But it doesn't really matter. It's more about that you're in a good position. Good positions get lucky, and you're lucky enough to follow up on his engage. So it's fine. Yeah, I don't really like. So here in this situation, it kind of comes down to a lot of these fights are out of your effective range. I'm gonna be honest. Your best play, low key, is to just stand here. It's either, if you want to be on this high ground, it's literally to just stand here and like take really risk adverse poking and then just shoot whoever's on cart. Like here, you'd be shooting Orisa, right? That would be your play. But I don't, the high ground is just kind of awkward on this defense, right? And you can kind of see like the issue here is you clearly see that you feel uncomfortable here. Like everything's out of your range, right? You're getting poked by, yeah, it was a good Genji, I think. Yeah, I mean, he made a good play there, I think. I mean, it kind of worked out. I don't know if it's good or not. I don't know enough about Genji. But you can kind of see that being on the stairs here is kind of bad. Generally, on this point, on Cassidy, you're like on coast side here, and you're playing this door. Or you're like backside. But I think low-key your best play was to stay up top, stand on the corner, play risk adverse, and then just shoot the Orisa when she comes to point. Your play is definitely not go wide here because there's just no cover. There's just no cover here. Right, so here I think just stay on the high ground, wait till the Orisa's on point, then shoot the Orisa a gajillion times. That would have been the play. Actually, if not that, you needed to find the rotation to go coast side and play like the door frame I was showing you. Okay. Here, just wait for our tank to come back. Here, okay, you shouldn't be playing this left window at all because your tank isn't back yet. Here, you should be standing literally right here, right now. So here, it's okay to like match your Genji, then you realize he gets out, give up space, come play this pillar, because we want to dying right now is really bad. It's really bad. We're gonna lose a lot of space and time if we die. So you need to stand way back here to minimize your chance of actually dying to anything. You coming left is like okay for space control, but they can just push you out. It's Orisa, right? They're playing Orisa, Sombra. Anything can go wrong on this angle. I don't really want you to be here. Okay, I'd rather you just play way back here, wait for your tank, then take space again. So, this is more specific to this point in particular, right? Because this side of the map is just really awkward for Cass. Can you mark this? Yeah, but it's like so close. I think the Sombra's going to beat you in a 1v1 here, right? So, I mean, I just don't know. Like, I'd rather you just be on the high ground and wait for your tank. Because then with your tank, you guys can take space aggressively. Like here, yeah, you drop. You're forced to drop, which sucks because now you're bad positioning and you demand healing. I don't know why the Orisa dropped. There's no way that's good. And how does this Sombra get in? Let's check. Oh, okay, she's been on your backline the whole time. Okay, not really a lot you can do about that. How is your Allari low? Yeah, your Allari makes this rotation to support you, by the way. So because you take this left side rotation, as you can see, you're on the left side here. Your Allari also rotates to the left here. And it puts her in a position to get hacked by Sombra. She doesn't die, but she could have died there, right? And then now she's stuck against the Orisa. And then now she's dead. So you actually indirectly killed your Allari. Which is kind of crazy. Is her death entirely your fault? No, it's not. But you can kind of see the butterfly effect at work, where taking suboptimal positions or positions you don't really need to be in can lead. My bad, my bad. But you can kind of see how these positions can get other people killed or result in bad things for your team, right? Like if you instead of taking that left angle, were just here the whole time, your Alari almost guaranteed would have never taken this left angle because like why would she take this angle? Unless she's just bad. But if she's at least at that point, if she's just bad, okay, we can't control her being bad. But at least if we weren't on this angle, we would have never mind controlled her to come to the left side, right? So that's kind of what it comes down to. But now our Alari is dead because of us, indirectly. And then we're down 2 going into the fight. But fortunately, our team is just kind of goated, and then we just win. Oh, she got rezzed. Okay, so we actually ended up being like low-key fine, but yeah. Here, I don't really like this Deadeye. Do you know what cooldown she has? Nice headshots, by the way. That's great. Great crosshair placement. This is what I needed from Kwame. I mean, Deadeye's okay, maybe. But like, we need to, in this mid fight right now, you should be thinking to rotate up the stairs or to complete the rotation this way, either one. Or I would just get off cart, like literally anything. Even come outside like this, coast. Like just do anything to get off cart right now. Yeah, so this is fine. And then here, don't W key. Here, just don't walk forward. Like what you should be doing here. Boom, shoot Orisa, perfect. Deadeye, whatever, okay? You can argue for it. I think it's okay. Here, but here, you don't want to walk forward. You just want to swing wide like this. Then shoot Wu Yang. And then if they swing out of your LOS and you need to walk forward, then walk forward. But I would just go wide there, not walk forward. And then whatever. I don't really care about the Sojourn dead. I think the more consistent play by the way, jeez, is coming coast. So here, after you kill Sombra, boom, boom, nice 2-tap. I'm coming out coast side, like this, and I'm playing this door frame. I prefer you play this door frame. Yeah, I like getting closer to the flash. Oh, I didn't even actually think about that. Here, let me see this. I'm actually really glad you mentioned that because I actually didn't think about it. Okay, if you were gonna do that, aim at the feet. You just have bad flash technique. Aim at feet. That needs to be aimed at feet. Or like aim at knees or something, like lower on their body. So if you had, I didn't actually think about flash, so I'm glad you mentioned that. Just make sure you're aiming like toward the lower part of their body, not upper part. And then death on the Sojourn's fine. But either way, like I think your more consistent play is to go coast side there. Like I think the more consistent plays come coast side, play this door. If you can, wrap like this and shoot them in the back. This is your more consistent play. So I would have preferred that. Here, if you're not sure, just start walking. Just start walking. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Nice job. Wait, what? Is she invis? How do you actually see her? Oh, Genji tagged her. Okay, cool. Nice shot, Genji. Nice shot. So here? Yep. Rotate. No, you should be playing here right now. This is where you need to be. Be here, shoot them. Can you get poked out? Yeah, but you just like play here and deny it. Just be annoying. Just shoot them in the head a few times and then unswing. Don't take 1 billion damage, but swing there. Because here you have some pressure, but we can have more pressure if we play that window. Here we're playing in main. That's kind of, where's our other DPS at? He's on an angle, okay. That's fine. Did Jav come out? Jav did come out. Okay, it's very lucky you get a double pocket here. I'm gonna be honest. I think you're the better play is to go left. Here, the cart is really pushed up bar. Boom. You hit Wu Yang. Don't roll right side. Actually, roll left. Walk left. Walk left. Walk left. you actually would have coincidentally been in a good position to catch the Sombra, which I didn't even realize, but you would have been able to maybe actually kill Sombra and then commit to the rotation like this for backline. I don't really think we play main here. I don't think we need to, right? Like this main angle is not that good for cast because you're just gonna get outranged. You're gonna get spammed out by Orisa. You're gonna get spammed out by Wu Yang. You're gonna get spammed out by Sojourn. You're gonna get spammed out by everybody. You could just come left and shoot everybody in the back, and it's like happy days, right? I think like maybe the idea of the Deadeye is okay. I think us getting double pockets kind of unfortunate, but I think your more consistent play here is go far left. Yeah, I like you just shooting Orisa there. That's fine. This is good. Nice. All right, cool. All right, let's see the defense. Let me get that roll tech going. Man, people are not getting the roll tech. Maybe my tutorial is not good enough. There we go. Now we got it. Now we play this angle. This is broken angle. Nice job. Do you feel confident on Rialto, by the way? I don't know if you said yes to that earlier or if you said yes to watching Rialto videos earlier. Okay, here there's not really a lot to do. There's not really a lot you can do. So another thing, true, earlier on I was going for a lot of off angles and it wasn't working out, so this game I played main a bit more. Okay, you need to understand, is it not working out because something the enemy team is doing, or is it not working out because you're fucking it up? That's what you need to understand. How on earth do you lose this game? What we're about to see. More than other maps? Yeah, okay, cool. But if you're taking off angles and you're dying because your micro is bad or something like that, then keep taking off angles. If you're taking off angles and you're consistently getting shit on by a monkey Genji dive, then okay, probably stop taking angles, okay? You need to like evaluate within your brain, is it something you're doing wrong? Like, are you going too early? Are you going too late? Are you getting marked? Whatever. Like, here's your problem. Like, you went on the angle here. Like, I guess you could call this an off angle. And you popped Deadeye. And this was like just a mistake you made, right? Last round was fucked. Okay, gotcha. But anyway. So here, just keep in mind, like, one thing you can do is that if you can't see anybody, you can drop here and shoot them. But this wouldn't have been good anyway. Because it's in the Malga May. So staying on high ground is fine. And actually better. Nice. This is a situation where I think standing or shooting them from here is fine. Here, now I would stop. I would definitely stop shooting them from here now. Give space. Let them walk up. I don't want to take a rail to the dome. Okay, I mean, you're playing a lot more. I mean, you do have mercy pockets, so this is like actually kind of fine. I like that you greeted the high ground. Some people would have dropped. Like, I think Kwame might have dropped there. He would have maybe gotten aura'd off the high ground, unfortunately. But staying up here is really good, and you can kind of see why. Getting slept here sucks, but whatever. Yeah, you're definitely dropping. Yeah, staying up here is really important. You needed to roll to the right. You needed to stay on the high ground. So that was your mistake. You drop off high ground and now you're really low. You're the dive target and you're dead. That's just unfortunate. Here you just needed to roll to the right, stay on the high ground, and you would have lived and been fine and been in a really good position. So it's like kind of the same problem. So because here you just get dove. I mean, it is unlucky. I'm gonna be honest. Didn't know they had an Ana. I mean, it's whatever. I honestly don't care about the sleep that much. I'm honestly not, whatever. Should you track sleep? Yeah, you should track sleep. But is the idea of the Deadeye there? Yeah, it's there. It's fine. Like, I think it's just like a track Deadeye or track sleep, whatever. But here you needed to stay on the high ground for sure. Dropping was not the play. Because they can't push you. Like, who on the enemy team is going to push you on the high ground? Literally nobody. Literally nobody other than a Mei wall. Like, walling themselves up. So you would have been actually safer on the high ground than on the floor. So that was a mistake. We need to hit the roll tech. We need to get back on top. Okay, here, after you miss the roll tech the first time, just walk up the staircase and then just roll across. Okay. Because you need to be up there. It's really important, extremely important that you're up there right now. This angle isn't that bad, but being on the high ground is just way better. Okay. That guy dying sucks. Whatever. Good position, by the way. Nice roll. No, just stay up there. My ego won't allow that. Then you need to practice the roll tech. Because you can't miss it. You just can't miss it twice in a row. You can't. And not in an actual game. Here, if you're here, you need to just like, yeah, go right side. Just go right side and swing the back line. Yeah, nice. Here, don't walk forward. So here, boom, boom. This roll is bad. So this is the problem. Accident. Okay. Here, you should. I don't know why you're rolling to the left. You should be rolling to the right because your idea should be to make this rotation. So now you making the rotation takes an extra like I don't know half a second, and you miss. Your timing is just not as good as it could have been. Because this kill on Ana needed to happen before she crossed, so which is unfortunate. Right, but now you're kind of stuck here. Yeah, I don't really know. That play was like largely fine. We just need to be a slightly earlier. Nope. The winning angle, bro. This is it. Every time you guys have this defense, you have to do this play. You have to come this way, and you have to either go out this door or go top. You have to. This is not as good. This is not as good because of proximity reasons. They can also push you out from here. You need to go this way. It's really good. It's really fucking strong. You come here and you shoot everybody in the head and you win the game. It's so good. You have the right idea, which is coming on an angle and getting out of main, but the execution's bad. Imagine this Deadeye. Imagine this Deadeye, but right here. That would have been so crazy. You could have baited. You could have played the corner, baited sleep, and then re-swung and killed 2, or something. But you doing it in main where they're already looking is not going to make a big difference, right? So I don't like that. And you lose the fight. How do you? Yeah, I thought about it, but didn't think there's enough time. How you should think about it, Jared, is if you can't make that rotation, you're going to lose the fight anyway. Okay, that's how you should think about it. You're probably going to lose anyway if you. The chance of you winning the fight in main is maybe 10 to 15%. The chance of you winning the fight with you flanking is maybe 40%. Okay, so I would rather you take the long rotation and have a 40% chance of winning than you just coming and defaulting with the 10% chance of winning, okay? That's how I want you to think about it. This is the carry angle. You just need to be on this angle. Yeah. Like, I would rather you lose the fight because you made this rotation than you sit in main and do nothing. The reason why sitting in main's not going to work is because the enemy supports are uncontested. There's no threat to the enemy supports. The only time you can go main is when you have like Monkey Genji and they both are hard diving backline, and then you don't need to flank because your Monkey and your Genji are already in backline, right? But and this is kind of like Midtown first, right? If nobody's shooting supports, you're never going to win. You're just never going to win because they're going to hard pocket their Zarya. The Zarya's going to have 10 billion energy and use her fucking solar beam and hyper beam to annihilate you from existence, okay? It's not going to work. So you need to go for the flank play. You just have to. You just have to. So yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, no one goes for backline here, aka you don't go for backline here and then you lose. And this is what I'm saying. Like when people tell me, like, "Oh my god, my teammates are the reason I lose." Could your teammates deadlift the game themselves? Yes, but you can clearly see here how Jared could have cleaned up 4 mistakes and they could have full health first. Like they could have, like his team definitely could have full health first if Jared just cleaned up a few mistakes. Right? That's what I'm saying. Like almost every single game is winnable. 95% of games are winnable. Nice kill on the Tracer, by the way. Good staging, gets good positions, get lucky. Nice rotation away from the Zarya. Okay, I don't like you ignoring the Zarya. That kind of doesn't make any sense. Maybe you stop hearing her. So we come right side. I don't, you can't really go top left because of Zarya, so this is fine. I like you dropping. Statistically, I was the weak link on the team. I mean, that doesn't really matter. Do you mean statistically like on the scoreboard? Because I don't give a damn about the scoreboard. The scoreboard literally does not matter. You actually honestly thought she dropped? Oh, okay. Yeah, because you, oh yeah, it is kind of hard to see her because of the rail, so I don't really blame you that much. But yeah, we need to not ignore the Zarya here, which is kind of unfortunate. I think you fighting the Sojourn's fine, but you would need to like stay in the staircase and you get grabbed. Okay. But here's the thing, like, you know how on first point you like completely deadlifted the first point attack? Pretty much. The scoreboard doesn't matter. Like, the thing about Overwatch is it's all about space control and playmaking and getting attention and stuff like that. And that, if you two-tap someone, that's like what, 280 damage? Okay, if a soldier just shoots 26 body shots and does 400 damage and that makes one kill, that doesn't make him better than you. That just means he took longer to kill people. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, scoreboard doesn't make any sense. You shouldn't be using scoreboard to evaluate anything other than deaths. Deaths are like probably the most helpful thing on there. Because generally, the more you die, there's probably something you could have done better. Okay. Here, they give up the angle. You can hear them walk away. Just reswing. Boom, reswing. I would have reswung the angle. Or at least if I'm, yeah, I would have reswung the angle for sure. I mean, it's unlucky you die, but whatever. Where do I play? You're in the right spot. This is where you play. Because the idea, you want to play here on third because you want to deny the stairs rotation. It's really good. So this is correct. Because this is a really good fight for Cass. Like, this is what you deny the Tracer coming through stairs. Like, you do your job. And this is what I'm saying. Like, this is stuff that doesn't come up on the scoreboard, right? If you weren't here right now, this Tracer would be able to make this rotation, and then your team is actually screwed. Okay? Like, that's the thing. That's why scoreboard doesn't matter. Like, there's a lot more to it. Like, there's a lot more to Overwatch than just stats. Which is why when people complain about stats to me, it doesn't make any sense. Here, you need to trust yourself. I like you coming to the right side to mark the Tracer. I don't know if you do it intentionally or not, but either way, it doesn't really matter. You need to here, boom, prediction flash. I need you to prediction flash right now. Just throw it, and then if you don't hit her, back up. That's how you play this. You have to prediction flash. Because here's the problem. She's going to see you swing the corner before you see her. E.g., where is she? It's bugged. But she's going to see you swing the corner before you see her because your hitbox is bigger, right? So, like, watch this. So she's going to have more time to blink than you do to throw flash. So here you can see. She sees you now. I don't even think you see her yet. You just barely start seeing her. She blinks immediately. Boom. You're already late on the flash. Keep in mind, flash has a cast time, right? Blink doesn't really have a cast time. It does, but it's really, really short. So what you need to do here, and if you watch Lip, he actually does this all the time. Like in this situation, boom, prediction flash the corner, like now or whenever you want, really. And if you don't hit her, just start backing up. Because this duel becomes really losable after you don't have flash. After you use flash, and especially when you can't. Like, how you win these duels always is you poke her out before she's able to get close to you, right? But she's already close to you, so you're kind of already screwed, right? And you miss flash, so you're fried. At this point, you should know you're pretty much dead. There's no way you're winning. So you just play the micro of the duel wrong, right? Like in that situation, because the Tracer's on a corner, you need a prediction flash. Even if you don't have roll, because Warren won't the hinder wear off. Yeah, even if you don't have roll. Because here's the problem. If you don't flash her now, she's going to blink through you and you're dead. Like, she's too close. This is good for Tracer wants to be in this range. This is where Tracer wants to be against you. Like, you already lost by her getting into this position is like the problem. right? So you have to go for the prediction flash. And if you don't hit the prediction flash, you have to give up the angle or else you're going to die. Zarya went for me. You would have died either way. I'm going to be honest. The Tracer should kill you either way. Like this fight, after you miss the flash, it's losing. 100% losing. You never win this duel. If you win the duel, you severely overperformed. As in you hit like an insane flick melee or something. Yes, but even if the hinder will wear off, you should prediction flash. If you can't swing the angle with it, because if you hit the hinder and you can't swing in time, she's still gonna recall. She's still gonna recall, and then it's winnable for you. But yeah, dying there is bad. So you needed to predict. I've never actually recommended that to someone before, but that's because it doesn't really come up that much. But a lot of people overthink flash too much in the Tracer matchup. You should either prediction flash here or flash after first blink. That's like the matchup how it works. Anyway. All right, let's win. Okay, why are we peeking? Why are we peeking? This is bad. Don't peek this. It's always bad. It's always. I don't care if you have silver bullet. Just don't peek this, bro. You're gonna take a bunch of damage. Your chance of dying is way higher than your chance of ever doing anything. So what's the point? Like, this doesn't make any sense. I don't like this at all. Even with Mercy Pocket. I don't. Oh, whoops. I tapped my controller. I get bored. I don't care. Yeah. Do you want to get bored or do you want to win? I want to win. I don't know about you. I'd rather be bored than win. But here's exactly the problem. You rotate out too late. Guess who's there to contest you? And you don't have any cover. Sojourn. And oh, look. We just threw the game. For, like, basically no reason. This doesn't make any sense. Like, you know the playbook. Why are we getting lazy? So yeah, you just don't do that. That's exactly why you don't do that. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Let this be an example to all future Rialto Casty players. Stop peeking. It's so bad. It's so bad. Like, and the reason I figured that out, you know, the reason I know these playbooks, guys, is because I paved the path with blood, right? I've died there doing that 10 billion times, and then I'm like, okay, probably I should not do that anymore. And then that's how I figured it out. So yes, you don't ever peek there. Even with Mercy Pocket, you're gonna die. You should just stay cast. Why do you go soldier? Just stay cast. You don't need to go soldier here. I think soldier is actually worse than cast. Because the card, like, you guys you have time. Like, I don't even know. Like, soldier is really bad. Like, actually quite bad here. Like, actually, I'm gonna be honest. If you're going soldier here, low key, your best play is like come top, rocket jump across, like come all the way over here and shoot them. Like, that's your play. Or like, I guess you could come here and like play this door. Would actually not be bad either. Like, you should be hard flanking right now. Like, this is already good, but we should be going even further than this, to be honest. Like, why are we getting slept here? Like, this should not be a thing. Like, we should be, like, if we're getting slept, you're getting slept on this angle. It's like type shit we're looking for. Like, deep flank. Wanted to make the rotate quick, I think. Okay, then that's a awareness issue. Like, you had enough time to make the rotation on cast. Like, you should have looked through the wall and see that you had enough time. But the idea of hard flanking here and coming to high ground is correct. But I would have preferred you go deeper than you did, to be honest. Okay, it looks like you win this. Okay, nice. The soldier swap isn't like terrible, but I think cast is still good. Okay. Oh, they're close holding. This is a little bit unfortunate. I've actually never seen a close hold. I haven't seen this in a long time, in years actually. Here I just wouldn't get point blank. Like, what's the point? Like, here, what I would do, I know they're close. Boom, ice ball comes out. All right, cool. You know what I'm gonna go do? I'm gonna go flank. I'm literally flanking still. Why? Because where's their backline gonna be, guys? They're gonna be over here, probably, if I had to guess. This is where they always are. So here, give up on the Mei, walk, flank, shoot the Wu Yang. That would be your play. Like, we should not be, like, you should never be getting point blank here. Like, this doesn't make any sense. She's gonna wall, right, and you're gonna miss. So it's not gonna work for you. So you miss your rotation. Who cares about these guys? Like, you missed your window. Like, you needed to kill the Wu Yang. Did not expect it? Okay, well. I didn't expect this either. Here, you need to wait for your team. Why are we peeking without our team? Okay, your team is dead or in spawn. So wait for your team there. Why do we stagger? Here, where's your team at? Your hazard's in. Okay, go on the angle again. Stop. Stop. Who cares about these guys? And this is the same problem. Look, what's happening here, Jared, is the same thing that happens here. Okay, why is it hard to win this fight, Jared? It's because you can't kill supports. So the tanks get to perma-live, and they're impossible to kill. Okay? Why are these guys impossible to kill right now? I don't think I ever played against this, so I don't think. Okay, but I'm giving you the pattern recognition you need to beat these. Okay? Why is it impossible to kill the Zarya and the Mei? Because they're getting infinite support pocket from the Wu Yang and Ana, who are absolutely uncontested. Okay, so how do we win? We cut off their support by shooting the Wu Yang or shooting the Ana by flanking. So that's the problem. You don't understand that even when there's situations like this happening, the win condition is still flank. And that's what I'm saying. Like flanking is like almost always the answer. Like it's like I hate to say it, but it is like almost always the answer. Unless someone is already flanking, it is very close to almost always the answer. Like your Genji right now should not be shooting any of these guys. Like your Genji is throwing. Like what your Genji should be doing is going left side, ignoring all of these people. Like in an ideal world, your Genji is the guy that's flanking and you're the guy that's shooting the people on point. Ideally, right? But we live in solo queue, so we have to do everything ourselves. Okay? So because Genji's not flanking, you need to do it. That's why I say everyone needs to flank. All right, now you know? All right, gotcha. But that's the thing. Like, so you should be flanking here, but we don't do that. And yeah. Yeah. Okay. So now I hope you've learned a very fundamental concept of Overwatch, which is sometimes you'll get stuck in choke and it feels like people are unkillable. If you ever feel like, damn, the tank is unkillable, I'll never kill these guys, it's because the supports are living forever and get infinite value. Okay? So you have to devise a way to kill the supports. And this is why Circuit Royale is a bad map for Cassie, by the way, because how do you kill the supports on Circuit Royale? You can't. It's impossible. You literally cannot. There's not a way to phase through the wall, unfortunately. And the range is bad, and it's one lane. There are some flanks, but they aren't even good. But Rialto fortunately has one, which is the bridge. Boom. Shoot them all in the back, and you're good. So that was it. But that's all it really came down to, Jared. Also, not peeking on first attack, that was really sloppy. Or first defense, or second defense, sorry. Like the second, never mind, you know what I'm talking about. No reason to peek that high ground, didn't make any sense. But I hope that was helpful, Jared. Thank you for the VOD, I appreciate you. And if you have any more questions, just let me know. But I am going to hop right into the next code here, which is for Monsieur on Nepal. He said, also, I noticed that I don't know how to play against Ryan. I always lose against him. Sigma as well, except Sigma it's easier to put pressure. Okay. Sigma should, depending on that map, will be a losing matchup for Cass, just because Sigma's range is basically Cassie's range. So it's really easy to get poked out. And Cassie has a bigger hitbox. How long is this game? 9 minutes. Okay, it's gonna be pretty fast. This is great because never mind. We'll just go through this quickly. So I don't think Monster's here. So it will be pretty quick. Okay, here, do we have a TP out of spawn? No TP out of spawn, but we do have Shout. So we are quite fast. Come out, go right side. I actually don't mind this. This as a rollout is generally good. The reason why is you can mark people on the angle. So you can mark tracers, soldiers, whoever comes here, Reaper in this case, and it ends up being quite good. Right now, the Reaper has to give up the angle, and flanking is not really an option. So, and if you absolutely have to, you can roll wide to get Mega. So this is actually quite good. Headshot on Reaper, good. I like the staging. It just output pressure, and you will force resources. Unfortunately, we eat a Wu Yang, but this is fine. Here, go for Mega. Nice job. Perfect. Here, you're kind of just playing like a little too safe. Like here, boom, we get marked by 2. Don't drop though. Like I need you to not drop. Like here, I honestly, uptime is really important. I'm gonna be real. After you, if you dropped accidentally, I need you to roll back and then get more uptime. Because like we just need to do something right now, or else we're probably gonna lose. And then Torb flank, yeah, Torb flanks is gonna die. Like the macro's fine, the positioning is fine. You mess up the micro. Like here, unfortunately, we take that Wu Ying bullet. We're on the angle. You get like a roll tech that launches you in the air, which is a little bit unfortunate. But here, dropping, you needed to not drop. You needed to just fight them. It's like honestly what it came down to. And then you just die. Because the Torbjorn gets to cross for free. So that's unfortunate. But the positioning is fine in my opinion. Here in this situation, I would not come in main. Because my team already has some space in main. If you think about space control, right? What space does my team have, right? The enemy team has this right now that I know of. And then all of this they could have, I just don't have the information on, right? But I know they have point, right? You can see the Reinhardt on point or whatever. But I know that my team has this space, right? So what do I want to do is I want to add on to this space, and conveniently there's an easy way to roll out to take this space on us cast, and there's megas here, so it's actually quite a good fight for me. So I recommend you come this side so you can take this space for your team. Okay, and then you can contest this and then open up an off angle for your team. You could also come main and come right side, but once again, you're just gonna be kind of open up to spam, right? You're gonna get spammed off here, and then it's gonna be against Torb Reaper. This isn't really a great fight for you, right? It's really close range. They have shotguns. You don't really have like to fight them on point. You have to be in this like square here, and it's just generally not gonna be good for cast. So your answer is actually gonna become after you die, come left side like this, and then it's a longer range angle, which is gonna be preferential to their team comp. So you needed to go left here. Okay. So I like that you are on an angle, but I think there was a better angle to take, the left side, not this side. Yeah, that fan from that far away is not it. But yeah, like you can kind of feel it. It's just too close, right? The proximity is just, it feels really claustrophobic. You really want to come left side. Sometimes you can open up angles, whatever. But whenever they're marking you this aggressively, you need to just come left. Like it's just not going to work, right? But the idea of being on an angle is correct. You're just on the wrong angle. Okay, and then you just make the same mistake 3 times in a row. Okay, and then you kind of realize the problem and come left. So there's good pattern recognition. Like, okay, it looks like I just can't really do anything on the right side. Let me try left, which is good. You just need to identify it faster. That's it. So here, your whole team is dead. Give up space, and then hopefully someone is able to touch. Okay, they touch. Okay, you seem to kill the Moira. Oh, we actually flip. Wow, that's actually kind of crazy. Okay, so I actually thought you lost this. So you need to kill that Moira. The Deadeye is okay. I don't mind it. I don't like you dropping here. Why are we dropping? Like, just spam him from main. So here, dodge the Fire Strike, but don't drop. If you dropped accidentally, okay, do know that you can jump on this gong and then jump back up top here. Very important. So you need to not be here because you're going to be really isolated from your team. No one can help you, and you're really close to Reinhardt. So dropping here makes literally no sense. I don't care if he has no shield. You're in his swing range, and he does way more damage than you do. So you're dead. So that rotation makes no sense. But going left side was perfect. Well, you actually kind of threw that, which is unlucky. But, okay, so I didn't really care about a lot of the micro you did there because it doesn't kind of matter at the end of the day. You just took the wrong angle. Starting on the right side staircase is fine, but after you realize they're playing Torbjorn Reaper, short range, that you're going to lose, you're playing against people that you're going to lose the duels against, then go left, right? I need you to understand that. Here, instant drop right side, perfect. Play the staircase, shoot the Rhine, nice job. This is all fine. I honestly do not prefer. I don't really like being here because if they push you, it's really hard to rotate out. Honestly, after you take this space, I prefer you come play like on this bridge because you can still poke them within your. It's like at the very edge of your effective range. Shoot them from here, and then it's also good because if they do come main, it's really easy for you to rotate here and contest them in main. So I don't really like you playing here. I think the healthier angle is to play like here, shoot them, and then if you need to shoot someone in main, you can rotate. So I don't like this angle at all. It's really easy for you to get pushed, poked out, everything. Like there's no world where we should be 80 HP to a Moira here. So you're in the wrong position, right? You need to be here, right? This is just better. It's safer. It's easier for you to kite, right? Because if you're here, where do you kite to if you get pushed? Well, your best bet is here, but you have to cross into the open. Or you have to go back here, but then you're stuck, right? Here, if they push out main, you can just come out this way and whatever. Sure, you're not stuffing them in choke, but you're just not really a hero that can do that. Like, if you wanted to do that, you need to be playing Sojourn, right? You would be playing Sojourn and from like this angle and stuffing them, or this angle, and then you can slide back down out, whatever, right? So, because you're playing Cassie, you just can't really stuff them and choke as well. Okay, here your whole team is dead, so we gotta wait for our team to reset. Okay, come top left. Shoot Ryan, go main. Okay, so unfortunately your whole team goes main with you, which is throw. So here, you needed to see that. So here, this is just kind of unlucky. Here, see that Ryan's marking the angle? You need to identify that your venture is already going main, and you almost always want at least one person going high ground in solo queue. Almost always. It's really good. This late flank is really good. Okay, so I would have identified the ventures going main, and I would just kind of stand here to see what my queen is gonna do. If my queen's gonna push it, then maybe I stay here and just push with the queen and let my venture take the off angle. But dropping this early is just kind of unfortunate because both you and the queen drop. So now you have no one on the off angle, so none of these guys have to worry about anybody flanking, and they can put all of their attention in main, and you're just kind of set up for failure. And this is the problem, right? Like, when you needed to identify that you need to have someone on a flank there, so at top left in this situation, but everyone dropped. So, like, honestly, I'm not even joking with you. After you drop here, like, here, boom. After you notice you should notice that your queen is following you. You should hear her. Your best play, low key, is to walk up these stairs and then walk in the kitchen and like do this. It's that important. It is really that important. Because here, like, look at it from your perspective. Like here, maybe, I mean, you also probably, to be honest with you, could have found the timing to rotate this way. So that's also a mistake from you. Like you kind of got aura'd into walking back into choke. You need to commit to the rotation. You need to commit. You just have to. But so that's another mistake, right? If you were gonna go main, you needed to commit to the rotation. You just give it up really early and take a bunch of damage. Like here's how you would have done it. Boom, 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 boom. Do it now. Like the Ryan's not even close to you yet. Like you should still be rotating. Still be rotating. No one would have been able to kill you. You would have been fine. So you missed the rotation. Now you're stuck, and now there's literally not a way to win because you're stuffed in choke now, and your venture dies. Your queen gets poked out, and it's too late, right? So it was either A, you need to have someone on the flank, or B, make the rotation quickly. Be decisive. Okay, here, perfect. I like you coming left side. We need to farm Deadeye. Big kill, afforded to you by the flanking. Great job. Don't drop, don't drop, don't drop. Here, what you're gonna do is boom, kill a Moira. Boom, come back, see where they are. If you come back here and you're like, oh crap, they're rotating to the backside, come here and shoot them from high ground. You don't want to be on the floor against these guys, especially against like a Ryan. Doesn't make any sense. Because now you're on the floor, now you're killable. You're not killable when you're on the high ground. Okay, I mean, it's just, this isn't throwing. It's like not bad. Like it's after you're after you drop, I think you actually play this quite well. But I just wouldn't have dropped. You play your spacing well, you spam out the Rhine. I mean, you don't have Fan the Hammer, which kind of sucks, but you know, it is what it is. And then your team just kind of lost. Like, we're just kind of not doing enough is the problem. And it's kind of it's a symptom of your position, right? Like, you did a lot to kill this Moira, which is great, right? Like, I love you killing the Moira. Boom. Kill Moira here. Great. Now you go high ground and shoot them in the back. Like you should be about right now. You should be two tapping the Wu Ying. You can even actually flash him from here. This is a flash body shot and he's dead, right? But we aren't able to do that. So he gets an E off and then he actually doesn't even die. He literally lives the whole time. And then you also would be able to probably kill this Reaper. But we don't make that rotation. You just shoot Rhine Shield. And that's all a symptom of you dropping. That's the problem. Okay. Here. Once again, same thing. You should see after you turn around, your whole team is rotating main. So you should think to yourself, okay, our win condition is having a guy on the angle. Don't drop. Because what just happened? The Rhine pinned away. You would be here right now. Silver Bullet forced the Moira to rotate. Force the Reaper to rotate. Force the Moira to fade. Force the Reinhardt to do something. Like, you just have way more uptime, right? Here, you don't really do that much. You come in main. I mean, you catch the Reaper, which is fortunate. But you could have just done the same thing from an off angle. And in more situations, you would have done well. It's a more consistent play. In my opinion, of course. But this worked out. Okay, now we play in the infinite value angle. Mark, tag the Reaper. Everyone's coming here. Look, the Echo's doing something correct. Like, the Echo takes the angle. Look, the Echo realizes that no one's on the angle, so she kind of plays this wrong, I'm going to be honest with you. Like, this Echo, in my opinion, should be going really wide right now, like this, and opening it up really, really hard, because this is going to be really hard to deal with. I don't even know how your team would deal with this. But the Echo has the right idea. Like, that's what good macro looks like. But she dies because she just fucks up the micro, right? But here, look, you're on this high ground. It's really good. You deny this Reaper rotation. Boom, he has to drop. After that Reaper drops, dude, just reswing, bro. Reswing. Shoot the Wu Yang, shoot the Moira. Like, you're playing a little bit too scared here. How are they going to kill you after the... Literally, no one else can kill you other than that Reaper because the Echo just died. Nice job. Good shots on Wu Yang. Shoot Rhine. This situation is a situation that drops. This makes sense. A little bit unfortunate. That's just unlucky, I'm going to be honest. You getting shot there is unlucky in my opinion. But the idea is right. But we could have done more in other fights. And then, yeah. The first point is we needed to start going left side faster. Like you had like 3 deaths before you went left side. But generally, I thought the macro, like the ideas you have are okay. It's just we can have better ideas, right? And that's about it. But anyway, that's gonna be it for today's stream. We've been going for 3.5 hours, almost 4 hours. Wrapping up at 8:14 p.m. my time. But anyway, thank you guys for the VODs. Once again, my name is One Soul Tail. I am a Cassidy main in Grandmaster. If you have any questions or anything like that, just leave questions in my Discord, and I will get them as fast as I can. You can also submit free VODs for me to review in the Discord as well. I do them on Mondays and Fridays. I try to do gameplay streams every other weekday, but it just kind of depends on what's going on. Sometimes I've got stuff going on, but I try. Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. Kwame, also appreciate you for tuning in, man. Appreciate the codes you give and everything like that. And I hope all of you have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye-bye.